It's up the middle. Now wrap around by Draper. Front score! It was loose. And let's see who tipped it in.
I think that was Adam Otten.
It was Adam Otten.
websportsradio.com in association with Jock 98 FM proudly presents
Draper with a shot save. Rebound score! Turning around is Matt Townsend. And the Ice Bears have a 3-1 lead.
Missouri State University Ice Hockey.
He's intercepted. Ice Bears with a break. Here coming in is Derek Barsh. He shoots, score! A shorthanded goal for the Ice Bears. That is shorthanded goal number 6 on the season. And Missouri State has an 11-1 lead. Here is a break. Jack Ryan looking for a shorty. Jack Ryan, backhander, score! A shorthanded goal again with 11 seconds left on the penalty. And the Ice Bears take a 12-1 lead.
With the call, here's Steve Casson.
And live from Webster Groves Ice Arena, it is Mid-America Collegiate Hockey Association playoff action as the Missouri State Ice Bears will play the Southern Illinois Edwardsville Cougars. Hello, everybody. Steve Casson, Stan Melton, and Dave Armstrong on Web Sports Radio's live TV. The Ice Bears had a first-round bye, so they had to see who was going to win on Friday. That, of course, was the SIUE Cougars, a 12-1 win, I believe, and just a very unexpected win over SIUE, or excuse me, against SLU. What I meant was SIUE unexpectedly thought it would be a better game, and it just turned out not to be. So now it is going to be basically a preview. Game 1, if you want to call it that. Missouri State, SIUE. Why do I say Game 1? Because these two teams will meet in the regionals next week and a chance to go to nationals.
So it's a great test. I know both teams. Well, I don't know if SIU when their last game was, but I know Missouri State's been off for a while, and it'll be interesting to see how both these teams start. But certainly coming off of this game will be a great test for regionals, and it's one of these things where if one or the other team either wins big or so, it might actually give the other team a little bit more motivation and come out playing harder. So let's hope it's a good close game. Let's hope Missouri State comes out on top. But I really don't want to see a blowout, because if we really blow out SIUE here today, I'm afraid that they could have a lot more motivation to come in stronger during the regionals.
Well, it could work both ways. If Missouri State, quote-unquote, does that, or vice versa, or even if it's a close game, depending on the mentality, one team can say, oh, this is a blowout, next week will be a cakewalk.
Right.
And that usually is not the case, especially when you get into playoffs. As it is right now, you're into playoffs. Records don't mean a thing.
Right.
Missouri State finished the regular season 25-4-0-2. Southern Illinois was 20-11-1-1. Right now, it's just 0-0 as far as the teams are concerned.
Yep.
And as you mentioned, Missouri State has not played for a couple of weeks. SIUE played yesterday, their win. So they have a little bit of game experience under their belt, but Missouri State's chomping at the bit. They're ready to go.
Yeah, I meant more of the regular season. When was the last time did they play? So I know, definitely, from that standpoint, SIU could actually have little tired legs today since they played yesterday. But in Missouri State, they looked like they were conditioned. They did get some good practicing in over the break, and it's just going to be. It'll be good to see how this game gets going. I know Missouri State loves playing here. We play Mizzou here several times over the last several years during the Thanksgiving Classic, and they really get a great crowd, and we have a really good crowd here tonight. So this will be fun. They love playing in front of their fans here, and I've seen some old former Ice Bears out there. I saw Simon Shaw out there, and I saw the Zamoras were here, so it's a lot of fun and a lot of good support by for previous fans.
Once again, it will be Davis versus Davis for Missouri State. Justin Davis in net, 13-3 with a 1.99 goals against average, a 92.4 save percentage, and 3.5 shutouts. He does share one with Sam Jones. But the thing about Davis is not only has he not played for 2 weeks like the team has, he actually hasn't played for 3 weeks because he did not play in the final series at home that Missouri State had with Wisconsin-Platteville. So now it's Davis in nets, and a lot of the times when you haven't played for so long, you're like you say, you're chomping at the bit, you're ready to go, and it tends to be a positive thing. Sometimes it tends to be a negative thing, but Justin Davis, at this case, I think is a venerable goalie, and of course his goals against shows that, so he's ready to go. Just as Jake Davis is for Southern Illinois Edwardsville. He's 15-9-1 with a 4.15 goals against average and 87% save percentage, but don't let that fool you. That 4.15 jumped up from about a 2.5 just recently when SIU was in their losing streak. So, and again, he was in net, so don't let that fool you right now. He's definitely a venerable goaltender too. Missouri State will scratch Kyle Brown, Chris Mosley, and Pete Ciro tonight. They are out. All the rest of the lines are intact for Missouri State. And for Southern Illinois Edwardsville, who actually is now 21-11-1-1 with the win yesterday, they have everybody, and it's a short roster, 18 players, including not including the 2 goaltenders. So Southern Illinois, again, working with their contingent that they've worked with all season, and they're a venerable team too. So we'll see what happens here today.
Well, you know, with the short bench, SIU's they're gonna be tested. Obviously, their stamina is going to be tested, and like you said, after having played last night, we'll see how their legs are. But looks like we're getting close to ready to go here. So
let's head on down to public address announcer Jim Kenamella.
Proud hosts of the 2012-2013 MACHA Championship Tournament. There will be 6 teams competing in the tournament. They are the Illinois State University Redbirds, the Missouri State Tigers, the Northern Illinois Huskies, the Southern Illinois University Edwardsville Cougars, the University of Missouri Ice Bears, and your hosts, the St. Louis University Billikens. Last night saw the University of Missouri Tigers defeat the Northern Illinois Huskies, and SIUE Cougars defeated the hosts, the St. Louis University Billikens. This matchup is between the Missouri State Ice Bears and the SIUE Cougars. Now here's the starting lineup for the SIUE Cougars. Starting at right wing, number 17, Brad Keenan. Starting at center, number 6, Alex Edwards. Starting at left wing, number 22, Craig Henson. Starting on defense, number 4, Josh Bunyan. Also on defense tonight, number 20, Zach Patterson. And in goal tonight for the Cougars, number 30, Jake Davis. Head coach for the Cougars is Mike Edwards. Assistant coaches Mike Dolan, Casey Kichilinski, and Larry Thatcher. And now here's the starting lineup for the Missouri State University Ice Bears. Starting at right wing, number 28, Derek Barch. At center, number 16, John Lucas. Starting at left wing, number 12, Mark Kirksey. On defense, number 19, Nick Sadorf. Also on defense, number 8, Eric Aldag. And in goal, number 1, Justin Davis. Head coach for the Ice Bears is Bob. Assistant coach Tyler Polizzi, Mike Ackley, and Jeff Crenshaw. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please rise, and gentlemen, please remove your caps for the playing of our national anthem.
And while they do that, we'll take a quick break and be back with more Missouri State hockey coming up in a moment.
She could be anything he wanted and everything he expected. So hot, so ample, so abundant. Felipe could not wait to get his hands on her and nibble with delight. And so he set out for the one place he could find her, Maria's Mexican Restaurant, home of the fried taco.
Maria's Mexican Restaurant, for fried tacos stuffed to perfection with your choice of ground beef, chicken, pork, or seafood. Maria's Mexican Restaurant, 406 South Street.
Maybe you're a carpool. Maybe you're a family road trip. Maybe you're a date night.
Cheers.
Whatever takes you out on the road, when it comes to repairing and maintaining your car, you can trust Rick's Automotive to get the job done right the first time. So whoever you are, whatever you drive, you can be confident. You can be safe. You can trust. Rick's Automotive on South Campbell, 2 blocks south of Bass Pro.
Back at Webster Groves Ice Arena.
All right,
Steve
Ice Bear fans, are you ready for some hockey?
Yeah, are you ready for some hockey there? Jim Canamella, the public address announcer here at the Webster Groves Ice Arena. As I was about to say, I'm Steve Casson along with Stan Melton and Dave Armstrong on Web Sports Radio's live TV. We'll do our best. It's been a couple of weeks since we've done some hockey.
Yeah, it's a little rusty right now, but we've got some different challenges. Normally we're up in Roy's Roost, being able to look down like on either side of the benches there, but we're with us behind the fans here in the stands. So unfortunately, if some of the fans get too excited, you might get blocked some of the video here as they stand up, but I'll try to get around it as best as I can.
Yeah, really good crowd in here for this one too, Dave. Looks like the place is pretty filled up.
And Missouri State will be skating from the right to the left, Southern Illinois from the left to the right, and immediately the faceoff is in the Missouri State zone. Eric Aldag's pass gets deflected into the corner. It'll be chased down by Treg Henson. TJ, as he likes to be called. Brad Keenan tries to pick it up. Henson will sweep it ahead to Keenan. Keenan will look for an opportunity for Southern Illinois. He sends it back. It's too far, and now to be chased by TJ Henson. He's checked off the play by Nick Sadorf of Missouri State. Sadorf's there. Alex Edwards for Southern Illinois to bank the puck off the skate of Sadorf, and it's dug out, and it'll be taken by Eric Aldag of Missouri State. A quick pass and a lead one. They tried to hit Mark Kirksey at the red line. Too far for him, and Derek Barsh will pick up the puck. Barsh swings it off the boards and now in on goal to Kirksey, and he will shoot it in to Jake Davis in Missouri State with the first line change. 19-10 remaining in the first period. Puck to Jack Ryan, now to Blake Ryan. Blake with it, a bouncing puck, can't pick it up. Goes to the far side boards. It'll be intercepted and taken away by Jared Ippolito, and it's out to center. It went underneath Jake Guthrie's stick, but he was able to corral it and get it in the zone. 15, make that 18:53 to go in the period. No score. Here's Blake Ryan. Free, that is on the right side. He gets a shot off and right into the goaltender, Jake Davis. He'll cover that one up. I was going to say he was fleeing from a Southern Illinois Cougar, but he was free on the right corner.
Well, it was a good opportunity there, too, with Jack Ryan as a trailer there. Came up quick, and if that puck would have been loose, he would have had a great opportunity.
Off the draw, the puck is cleared out to center, and now it'll be chased down into the zone. Here's a drive, a potential drive that's blocked behind the net. Not able to hold on to it is Brett DeNapp. It's behind Missouri State goaltender Justin Davis. Two Davises here, a Jake and a Justin. Missouri State's is Justin. It's up the middle. Here's a drive saved by goaltender Davis as the puck came right up the middle to Alex Nickens, and Davis was waiting for it, and he was able to cover it up.
Boy, Steve gives some props to Carson McInnes. He lost his stick behind the net there and was really on it, blocking shots with his feet and everything.
Face-off in the Ice Bears zone. It's won by Missouri State, and coming out with it will be Adam Otten. He gets a potential shot off. It's blocked into the corner. Josh Bungeon to chase it down for SIUE. 18-18 to go in the period. Puck taken away by the Cougars. It played with a high stick by Kevin Greer, but Missouri State intercepts. It comes in the zone. Trying to pick it up is Matt Townsend. Townsend sticks it ahead with 11 goals on the season. It is taken away and cleared out to center. 17:52 to go in the period. Southern Illinois with a line change, sent back into the Southern Illinois zone. Zach Patterson to chase it down out of Edwardsville, Illinois. Patterson gives it up to the corner, and it's out to center, and Ryan Armstrong for Missouri State to Justin Buchheit. Buchheit, left side, sends it in. Missouri State wants the line change, and they'll do it now on the play up to center. Coming in to check it off is TJ Henson. Puck to the SIUE bench and sent back, and Missouri State completes that line change. 17:23 to go in the period. Puck is cleared to Alex Edwards on his knees. He gets it too far. Now taken away by Missouri State. Jack Barrett, lead pass to Evan Lechman. Lechman banks it off the back of the net, sends it around. Now we get a whistle and a stoppage in play, and the net is dislodged.
Well, I was wondering if that is indeed what was happening, and yes, it is. Looks like, well, it didn't really move it very far. So I don't know if it was just a case where referee lost sight of it there, but he blew the whistle to stop and play.
Well,
so
I did see it, and these are the pegs. These are
right,
on
pins.
the pins and not the ones that actually go into the ice like Missouri State has. So here's a lead pass. It comes to Brad Keenan. He's one-on-one. Keenan tried to pick up the puck. It's blocked by Eric Aldag and cleared by Jack Barrett all the way down into the zone. At center, it goes to Eric Aldag. Tipped away. He gloves it. It's a bouncing puck, and it goes to Lechman. He'll clear it out to center. Missouri State and Southern Illinois knotted up at 0. 16:42 to go in the period. 2-1 are shots in favor of Missouri State. They are the home team wearing the white. Here come the Cougars across the line into the zone. Nick Edwards drives, saved by Davis. Goes into the corner. It's right up the middle, and Davis pokes it up in front of his crease. It bounces. Still a battle for it. And it's Jack Barrett to pick it up for Missouri State. 10 goals, 13 assists on the season. Now it's Lucas to chase it down for Missouri State. He tries to put the stick check on John Wright of Southern Illinois, and Wright will pick it up across the line, right through Derek Barsh. Looking for an opportunity is John Wright out of Troy, Illinois. Wright's there. Battle forward along the near side boards, low along the goal line. It'll go to Carson McInnes. McInnes looking for an outlet pass. He has it. Here's Mark Kirksey onside. He's 1-on-2. Kirksey will drop it off to the boards. Gets it to Lucas. Now coming on the ice late, though, is Jack Ryan, that is, and it's cleared back down to the Missouri State end, and an icing is called.
Well, that was an awesome pass that Carson put right on the tape. As you said, right on the line, too, for Mark Kirksey. A great opportunity. Unfortunately, got caught up and didn't have anybody to dish it off to, and so lost that momentum, but that was a great pass by Carson.
Face-off comes back in the SIUE zone, and off the draw, a sliding Blake Ryan can't pick it up. Here's a drive by Nana, saved by goaltender Davis.
Well, if Alex Nana was, I don't want to call him Jack, but I've done that twice now. No, if he was just a little bit faster on the opposite side, that puck was right behind Blake Ryan, all wide open there.
Ice Bears pick it up. Jack Ryan score! Top shelf!
Oh, great opportunity there for Jack, and once you get him alone, put on the danger signal because he can pick his target, and he hit the top right corner of the net there just like a master, and the Ice Bears jump out 1-0 with their leading goal scorer of the season, Jack Ryan, notching his first one of the game.
Well, that's a huge start. That's a great start for this Ice Bears team. Getting that first goal, as we know, is so important.
That is Jack Ryan's first of the postseason, 41st total on the season. We'll get the call from Jim Kenamella coming up in a moment, but it's 1-0 Missouri State is off the face-off. They stole the puck.
Number 17, Jack Ryan. Assisted by number 14, Blake Ryan, and number 26, Dylan Clark. Time of the goal, 4:30 of the first period.
Well, we'll have to tell them that it's actually Alex Nana.
That's Ryan from Ryan and Clark at 4:30.
Ooh. Meanwhile, play continues, and the net gets dislodged. And Justin Davis in the middle of all that.
I'm really surprised they did not call a penalty. Ryan Armstrong was taken down, his feet taken right out from underneath him as he was trying to defend and grab that puck. And really, I think the whole crowd thought that should have been a tripping call. But great job by Justin Davis to keep that puck out of the net and freeze it.
Off the draw, here's a drive by Brad Keenan that's blocked, and Jack Ryan to lead. Oh, he tried to break Alex Nana, but it gets deflected. It's a delayed offside. 14:42 to go in the period. 1-0 Missouri State. Puck comes out and across the line. Right side, Alex Edwards for SIUE gets a drive off. Save Davis off his glove. It's behind the net. Now picking up by the Cougars once again. to Adam Otten. Otten checked off the play. He tries to get in front of TJ Henson. Puck to the near side boards. Still Henson with it. It's broken up and taken away. The Ice Bears have a 2-on-2. Leading the charge is Matt Townsend. Townsend left side. Townsend looks behind. Went off the skate of Draper and saved by goaltender Davis. 14:06 to go in the period. We're going to get a penalty, and it may go against Missouri State.
Got a roughing call.
That's exactly what it is. Let's wait and see who it's been assessed to.
It might be point SIU. Yeah, it looks like
it is.
22.
It's going to go to Henson.
So Ice Bears' first opportunity on the power play. Great opportunity here to go up 2-0.
Ice Bears send out Lucas and Barsh on a couple of the forward positions. McInnes and Jake Guthrie on defense.
In the regular season, Missouri State 51 power play goals for 155 opportunities, 32.9%. And they lead 1-0 right now. Here's Andy Draper. Draper with it down the left side. Draper still with an opportunity. He looks behind to Derek Barsh. Barsh steps ahead of Zach Patterson of SIU. And Missouri State controls it. Screeching in. Here's Carson McInnes with a drive, and it hit the outside of the net. Looked like it did something, but it was the outside of the net that it hit. Jacob Guthrie in low. He'll look to Andy Draper. Draper swings it to the far side. Now to Guthrie once again. He gives it back to Derek Barsh. Barsh with it. Barsh looking up to Guthrie. Guthrie with a shot, and it gets deflected up and out of play. Jacob Guthrie, 7 goals on the season, 15 assists, and he has 4 power play goals. The Ice Bears have 109 to work with it.
Steve, a key for the Ice Bears on the power play at any time is control of the puck, and boy, they did a great job in the opening minute of the power play, moving the puck around and getting good scoring opportunities.
Off the draw, the Ice Bears have control. Here's Sador for the drive, and it's blockered up into the netting, so we'll have another face-off with 13:05 to go in the period, 1:02 left in the power play.
Well, Missouri State's got 6 shots so far on net, 4 against Justin Davis, so we got to keep that stat up.
Face-off and play continues on the power play for another 54 seconds. It's Blake Ryan with a drive that gets blocked. Now rushing in to help out and swinging around is Sadorf. So Blake Ryan will go to the point. He'll play defense right now. Sadorf for the drive, and it gets blocked up and out of play. And the official saying it was tipped and it goes out. I don't know.
I don't believe that.
I think that went off of Jake Davis.
It did go off his shoulder, and it ricocheted off the crossbar. But anyway, nonetheless, I think we saw that pretty clear from here. I'm not sure. Obviously, the refs didn't.
Face-off is won and taken by Missouri State's Jacob Guthrie. He'll get across the line. Guthrie will look for an opportunity. He goes behind the net. Guthrie still with it. It goes to the point, deflected, and it is cleared out to center. So the power play has 24 seconds left. And here's Carson McInnes. Tipped ahead to Derek Barsh. Here comes Barsh. He'll come down the middle. Barsh with a shot that's blocked partially by Josh Bungeon. And Bungeon will pick it up and clear it all the way down. So the Ice Bears power play has just 8 seconds left. They did pick up 2 shots on the power play. And here's McInnes. Pass too far for him, and it's taken away and cleared out. Now to Barsh. Barsh's pass intercepted. Here come the Cougars. Here's a 3-on-1. A drive-in save by goaltender Davis as Alex Nickens got the opportunity there. And it'll be covered over by Justin Davis of Missouri State.
Boy, Steve, you give Justin Davis that much open ice between him and the shooter, he has definitely got it covered. Southern Illinois with a good shot opportunity, but Davis had it all the way.
Face off of the line of goaltender Davis. It's back behind the net. Puck is swung to the corner, and Justin Kim will dig it out. Now to Miguel Franco. This is the first time for this line. Franco gets it in onside. Here's Armstrong with a drive, missing wide. Kim too far. It's cleared out to center. Picked up by Jared Ippolito. Ippolito tried to get the backhanded pass, but it stays in the zone. Jeffrey Gaskill with it now for Southern Illinois. He'll bank it to the corner. Now to the near side, far side boards, that is. It'll come behind the net once again to Ippolito. Hits a skate, stays to the near side. Jeffrey Gaskill, but it's cleared out to center. And Southern Illinois with an opportunity here. 11:17 to go go in the period. 1-0 Missouri State on Jack Ryan's goal. Picked the top corner like he's been used to all season. You know, Dave, if I could probably count all the goals he scored, I would say 80% are top right-hand shots.
Yeah, it would be interesting to hit the stat on that if you could go back and replay all those. Ooh, big open ice hit there on Jack Ryan.
Yeah, that was Jack there, and he took it. Now he gets up and is waiting for the pass, but it goes to the near side. Here is Aldag with a shot. It's partially blocked, and this is a possible breakaway, but Nick Sadorf from Missouri State was in the right position. 10.5 to go in the period. 1-0 Missouri State. Whistle on a stoppage and play penalty against Missouri State. Either that or played with a high stick. I think that's what it is.
It probably was.
Yeah, played. We have a 2-referee, 1 linesman system tonight, and it's Brian Bextermuller and Jason Giovando, the referees, and Wayne Kidd is the linesman. So when Giovando stuck his hand up to indicate that it was a hand pass, well, as the puck gets deflected right into Justin Davis, he'll have to make a save there. But as he indicated the hand pass, of course,
right,
someone like me thinks that it's a penalty.
Well, most everyone does too.
Face off of the right of goaltender Davis. Coming in to take the draw is Alex Edwards for SIUE and Adam Otten for Missouri State. Otten wins it, far side boards. Taken by Matt Townsend and cleared out the center. Here comes Andy Draper. Draper with a lead pass. He'll give it to Otten. Otten, nice move around, two times around Josh Bunyan, but the third time didn't work. There comes SIUE across the line, 2-on-2. A backhander goes into the corner. Now it'll be picked up by Alex Edwards. Edwards out of Rockford, Illinois with 9 goals and 18 assists. Puck is cleared out. Actually, no, that's his old stat. We'll have to catch up on the new stats coming up here in a bit. As the puck is cleared out to center. And once again, Zach Patterson. He'll give it ahead to Southern Illinois' Jack Bunyan. Zach will have it. Behind the net, Eric Aldag sticks around him, and it's cleared into the corner. Out to center to Andy Draper. Here comes Draper. Draper will look for an opportunity and is ridden off the play. 9.5 to go in the period. 1-0 Missouri State on Jack Ryan's first of the playoffs, 41st of the season. Puck is cleared out to center. And not able to hold on to it is Carson McGinnis. He fanned on it at the referee's crease at center ice. And the Cougars pick it up. Coming in and not able to get a handle on it is John Wright. Now we get a whistle and a stoppage in play as puck is deflected out. 9:12 to go in the period. Shots are now 8-7 in favor of Southern Illinois.
Well, sometimes it's the little things, Steve, that make a big difference. And that time Carson McGinnis had a little bit of trouble there right at the red line. All he had to do was dump the puck in, and like you said, he kind of whiffed on it, and that puck came in with a good scoring opportunity for SIUE.
Face-off is won, and it is into the corner.
That was a nice save there by Justin.
After the save by Justin Davis. It's Davis versus Davis. Justin Davis from Missouri State. Jake Davis for Southern Illinois. Lead pass is still in the Cougar zone. Now it's cleared out and picked up by Jared Hepke. Hepke's pass bounces in and saved by goaltender Justin Davis. And the puck is cleared. A lead pass. It comes off the skate of Derek Barsh, and the captain will send it in, and Missouri State with a line change. 8.5 to go in the period. Puck is now moved along the goal line and cleared out to center. Justin Kim to break it up. Sticked up into the bench of the Cougars. We'll have a face-off. This will come at center ice. 18-18 to go in the period. 1-0 in favor of Missouri State. Face-off at center ice. Sent back in the Missouri State zone. And you know, Stan, I'm looking around. This is like a reunion, an Ice Bears reunion as Davis makes the save. Dan Odenwald's here.
Andy Workmeister back there.
Yeah, Workmeister's here.
Yeah, Saman Shaw rolled through and Bobby Seda.
Yeah, I see Bobby Seda.
Ice Bears
Joel
here.
Livingston's right down there.
Yeah.
It is just a who's who of former Ice Bears.
That's right. That's right. We got plenty of between periods interviews here, Steve.
Most definitely. 8:03 to go in the period. Puck is cleared out to center. Justin Kim was looking for an opportunity there. And it will be in front of the Cougars bench, picked up by Jared Ippolito. Ippolito, the leading scorer for SIUE, 36 goals, 32 assists, 68 points with 7 power play goals. Now in the Ice Bears zone as Missouri State leads 1-0. It's tipped by Jack Barrett all the way in, but corralled by Jeffrey Gaskill. Sent up ahead off of Ippolito's stick and back off the skate of the Ice Bears, Jack Barrett. It's cleared out to center, and SIUE with a line change as the puck deflects off a glove, and Davis has to make a save. 7.5 to go in the period, 1-0 Missouri State. So the Ice Bears, after taking that goal, haven't been able to get much opportunities. They're being outshot 10-8 now. Puck to the far side, swept around the corner by Larson, and it's cleared out to center, and Eric Aldag with control. Aldag gives it up ahead to Alex Nana. Nana looking on the left side, steps around the referee, gets it behind the net. Nana with it. He'll move it to the corner to Blake Ryan. Banks it off the boards. Now to Jacob Guthrie. Right side, he shoots. Tipped by Alex Nana, up and out and over the net.
Wow. Great opportunity. Great pass, too, from Carson over to Jake Guthrie with a clear open shot there, and a little bit of redirection the right way. That would have bounced right in the net.
6:53 to go in the period. Face-off outside. The Ice Bears make that the Cougar zone. Coming in to take the draw for Missouri State, Adam Otten and Alex Edwards for SIUE, and the Cougars win it. Edwards will kick it ahead. They'll give it to T.J. Henson. Now back to Edwards. Edwards can't get around a sliding Jake Guthrie. Puck is behind the net. It's right up the middle, bouncing off the side of the net. It'll go to the corner. Glove down by Brad Keenan. He'll send it behind the net, and it will come with 6:32 to go in the period to Carson McGinnis, and he'll bank it out to center. Andy Draper with a lead pass. It comes in the zone. Now stealing it is Matt Townsend. Gives it to Draper. Draper along the left face-off circle. Back behind the net. Missouri State will retreat. 16-17 to go in the period, although the Ice Bears steal the puck now. Comes to the point to Guthrie with a shot in. It's blocked, and it is cleared. Here's a potential 3-on-2, but the Cougars go to a bench. Shot in, that's blocked into the corner off the stick of Alex Nickens. It's behind the net. Cougars with it. Looking for it is Brett DeNapp. DeNapp's pass intercepted, and it's bounced out to center. 5:56 to go in the period. Puck is moved up the middle. Here's a shot in, and it deflected up and out of play. On the opportunity there for the Cougars, we'll have a face-off with 5:48 to go in the period. 1-0 Missouri State. The winner of this game will face the winner of Mizzou. Missouri did beat their foe and Northern Illinois. And so the winner of Missouri and Illinois State. Those two will have the right to play. Here's a drive in, saved by Davis. Rebound, no rebound as Kevin Greer was there getting held up. So we'll have another face-off. 5:39 to go in the period. And 1-0 in favor of Missouri State.
Well, Steve, these boards here have the stanchions in there, and they're really lively. If you hit the glass just right, you'll get a bounce off these boards. I've seen it a couple times already where it just comes right off of the glass. That can be at a wrong angle. So if the goalie's not paying attention, he's gonna really be surprised.
You know, Stan, I think I even see Jake Mowry over there too.
Yeah, I did see him earlier. Yeah.
A lot of who's who.
We got the celebrities in the house.
Yeah, we do. Well, I'll let you do all the interviews.
All right.
5.5 to go in the first period. Here comes John Wright. Get a shot off behind the net. Now it'll be Ryan Armstrong to send it up ahead. You know, we talked about it. Basically, Missouri State looking to win 4 straight. They win here today, then as a shot by Mark Kirksey gets deflected up and out of play. They win here today, they win tomorrow. That's the MACHA Championship. And, of course, you have to win 2 next week, but you have to get through SIUE first in order to do that.
Yeah, and they're looking at winning 4 straight against SIUE as the circumstances have come down in the league tournament, facing them in the first game, and we also face them in the first game of regionals next Saturday at about 5 o'clock.
Sounds like the D3 team with them having to face Robert Morris Peoria.
Right.
Which the D3 team lost yesterday, if you did not hear, by a score of 3-1 in the regional opportunities there. So they will not be going to nationals on their own home court, or home ice, that is. Been covering a basketball game last night. I'm thinking about court. Puck is stolen. Here's Jared Ippolito down the middle, chopped away from him, and it'll go to the near side. Now to the far side, taken by Nick Edwards. He'll get it in low. It's behind the net. Ippolito not able to control it. He is their leading scorer with 36 goals. Far side boards. Too far for Aldag. Now it's still to the point. Here's a drive. Tipped in. Save Davis. It was tipped in front by Gaskell, and Davis made the save. Southern Illinois has had time to make a partial line change, but the Ice Bears will dig it out. Aldag leads the charge. Eric Aldag, drive-in blocker save by Davis. That's Jake Davis. It's to the corner and taken away by Henson out of Edwardsville, Illinois. Here comes Henson. Leads it to Brad Keenan. Right side, he shoots. Glove save by Davis. It was heading high, but Davis protecting himself and had the glove up, and he'll make the save. 3:54 to go in the period. Shots are 11-16 in favor of SIUE, but on the boards, Missouri State leads 1-0.
Nice save there, Steve, again by Justin Davis. He had it zeroed in all the way, came out and met the shooter, and no success for SIUE still.
Drive once again from the left side by Larson is cleared out to center. And Missouri State, after getting the goal at 15:30 remaining in the period, had an opportunity just there. And they had a couple by Alex Nana, who also deflected a puck just wide. And now it's the Cougars to clear it, and they'll change. Davis will let it go to Jacob Guthrie, and now Missouri State once again leading the charge. But the puck is stolen in front of their own bench. It's out to center to Jack Ryan. He banks it off his foot. Now he'll have it on the right side. Ryan got poke-checked away, and now Missouri State looking to finish their change. 3:10 to go in the period. 1-0 Ice Bears. Puck is stolen and onside now. Here comes Matt Townsend. Townsend looking to get around the stick check of John Wright. Townsend over to Ryan Armstrong. Army with it. He gets it off the back of the boards and the net into the near side boards. It's cleared out to center, though. Chased down by Armstrong. He'll move it into the corner. I'll tell you, the fans are really bunching up here in front of the Ice Bears bench. Missouri State on the right side, the home side. And I'll tell you, if there's a goal scored, you're not going to be able to see the ice much. But here comes Ippolito, right side shot, saved by Davis. As they gave it to Nick Edwards, and Davis made a huge save. The net did get dislodged, but Davis came up with a spectacular save on a 2-on-1.
Yeah, that was a great move, and as you said, you could see just how light these nets are holding onto the ice there. As Davis had to make that move to his left, and he kicks the bottom of the net, but that puck actually hit the crossbar, I think, before that net became dislodged. I don't know if that's what the refs are talking about, but so they must assumed it was not intentional, which it wasn't.
Face-off is won and held in, though. It's taken by Ippolito with a backhander and a save by Davis. Right through the crease. Puck is deflected up and out of play. We'll have a face-off. It'll stay inside the zone, I believe.
You know, Steve, talk about the great work of Justin Davis. He is a freshman in academic status, but he is certainly a pro in hockey experience. Justin coming to the Ice Bears through the juniors in the North American Hockey League, NAHL, playing for the Odessa Jackalopes, and really coming in doing great work for the Ice Bears his freshman year.
Well, the face-off was outside the zone, and it's won by Missouri State and sent right back in. But the Cougars with control. It'll come to Jared Hepke. Hepke's pass too far, taken by Mark Kirksey. Kirksey spins around a man. Kirksey's there. He has 10 goals, 4 assists. He moves it into the corner. Opportunity with 1:46 to go in the period. It's tipped right in front. Shot save. Rebound. Shot save as Lucas tried to bank it off the goaltender. Here's a drive that misses wide off the stick of the Ice Bears' Nick Sadorf. It's behind the net. Looking for it with 1:30 to go in the period is Lucas. Low along the goal line. Kirksey's there. Still a battle for it. Mark Kirksey digs it out. Kirksey gets it up the middle, and it's cleared gingerly by Ippolito back out to center ice.
Full-on assault by the Ice Bears, ripping 3 or 4 shots in a row on SIUE Cougars goaltender Jake Davis.
Derek Barsh with a drive in, and it's off the glove of goaltender Jake Davis. We'll have a face-off with 1:07 to go in the period, and a 1-0 Ice Bears lead to go to the right of goaltender Davis.
That's the second time I think they got it wrong, because they're motioning outside, and that definitely hit his glove. So twice now I think they've gotten it wrong.
We have the Ryan brothers line on with Alex Nana, Jake Guthrie, and Carson McInnes on defense for the Ice Bears.
Less than a minute remaining in the period. Puck into Davis. Davis with a quick swipe of the puck, but Alex Edwards keeps it in. It's behind the net, and it gets caught in the net, so we'll have a stoppage in play, although somehow it got into Davis's glove. So we'll have a face-off with 47 seconds left in the period. 1-0 Missouri State.
Well, Ice Bears kind of settling in a little bit after this, after that first goal. They need to kind of pick it up here in the second period.
Off the draw, the puck is sent to the corner, and the Cougars with it. It's behind the net. 38 seconds to go in the period. Comes to the point to Zach Patterson. He gets checked off the play. It's behind now to Brad Keenan. Up the middle, taken away. It bounces again in front, and goaltender Davis makes the save.
And we got a penalty here maybe also, I think. I don't know. Or they're just saying it's going to be outside the zone, I believe. Yep, outside the zone. I saw Baxter Mueller motioning to I thought was an SIU player, but apparently it was crease violation, apparently.
25.6 seconds left, so it'll be John Lucas in to take the draw from Alex Nickens. Nickens wins it. Immediately a shot that is saved by goaltender Davis, and it goes to the far side in front of the Ice Bears bench. 17 seconds to go, and they try to break Kirksey. Kirksey with control, gets it up to Derek Barsh. 12 seconds, he shoots, saved by goaltender Jake Davis. And now we've got pushing and shoving, as the whistle had not blown. Davis made the save. He was standing on the goal line. The whistle hadn't blown yet. And then finally when it got blown, it was a little bit too late for an Ice Bear who tried to attempt to knock the puck out
we got
of his grasp.
Offsetting penalties here, Lucas, and 28 for SIU. I don't have that in front of me.
That's Alex Nickens.
So the two of them, a little bit extra work there at the end of that play, and I assume we're going to be 5-on-5 still.
This all coming at 9.3 seconds left.
Now we'll wait to see what else they put up on the board. They've got John Lucas with a... Nope, they've got both of them.
Yeah,
and
so
they're both on the clock.
Yeah, so it'll be 4-on-4 then.
Yeah, it'll be probably roughing each. We'll catch the call from Jim Kenamella here in a moment, the public address announcer. Meanwhile, 5 seconds to go. And that should do it for the first period.
Ice Bears penalty to number 16. John Lucas, 2 minutes for roughing. Cougars penalty number 28, Alex Nickens, 2 minutes for roughing. Time of those penalties, 19:51. Shots on goal in the first period, Ice Bears 15, Cougars 21. Fans.
So that's the call there on the shots. 21 shots Justin Davis of Missouri State faced. 15 shots Jake Davis of SIUE faced. We have a 1-0 game. Jack Ryan, his 41st of the season, first of the playoffs. Blake Ryan and Alex Nana with the assists. And that's where we stand right now. Power plays. Missouri State is 0 for 1, and we do have the coincidental minors, so there are only 3 penalties thus far in this game. And again, both just minors. All 3 of them actually just minors. Well, we'll take a break, and maybe, Stan, we can grab someone to talk to. We'll see what happens in a moment, and we'll see who we can get. It's who's who of Ice Bears here at Webster Groves Ice Arena. We'll be back in a moment. Finnegan's Wake is Springfield's friendliest downtown pub. Keeping with the Grand Irish tradition, Finnegan's is more than just a bar. It's a community gathering place where friends can come to relax with good conversation, hospitality, and laughter. Open Tuesday through Saturday from 11 a.m. till close. There's plenty to do at Finnegan's, from shuffleboard to darts to a game of pool, or just watching your favorite game on one of our 3 big-screen TVs. Home of Missouri State Hockey, join us for Ice Bears Coaches Show after every Saturday night home game for great food, friends, and fun. Finnegan's has a full bar, nightly drink specials, and delicious food that includes everything from American classics and piping hot pizza to traditional Irish recipes. Come to Finnegan's Wake in downtown Springfield and add a little extra luck in your life.
A tropical experience awaits you at the Ramada Oasis Hotel and Convention Center. Gorgeous guest rooms, indoor tropical atrium, pool, hot tub, fitness center, and more. Our large convention areas make Ramada Oasis perfect for meetings, weddings, and events. Fire and Ice Restaurant is open daily with Springfield's only ice bar. See a show of flames from the open kitchen performed by our culinary chefs. The Ramada Oasis Hotel and Fire and Ice at 2546 North Glenstone, on the web at ramadaoasis.com.
Back at Mediacom Ice Park, Steve Casson, Stan Melton, and Dave Armstrong on Web Sports Radio's live TV. Well, joining us right now is an Ice Bear who is #1 on the all-decade team. He had 112 goals, 91 assists for 203 points. And we're talking to Dan Odenwald. And Dan, glad to see you. You know, and I'm not sure if you've had a chance to see this kid in action, but Jack Ryan reminds me so much of you, number 17 for the Ice Bears. Just always hustling, always across the ice. You know, you take one stride and you're halfway across the ice. You know, I wish you were back playing again. It was
that
fun.
Makes two of us.
It was
That
fun
makes
when
two
you
of
were
us.
playing.
It's actually kind of funny that you say that because me and a few other guys that used to play were out just having lunch, and we were just talking about, like, we would trade anything just to come back for a week, play at least one more week. We would kill for it.
Now, what are the rules, Stan? Is there as long as you have eligibility, you can still play, right?
Yeah.
Well, we just can change the names.
There you go.
I don't think me and Joel would have problems coming back.
Dan's going to be creative on that eligibility.
Oh, man. So let's catch up. What have you been doing?
Just been working, growing up, unfortunately.
Now you're back up here in St. Louis?
I am. I'm working at Fenton Fire District right now, and just bought a house and living life.
You know, it was just a few years ago when you just got the job, when you were just out of college, and now you're a grown-up. It's crazy.
I know. I just turned 28. It's weird looking back. I mean, it's been almost 5 years since my last game with the Ice Bears.
Has it? It's been. Your last
08.
season was 07-08.
Yeah.
And, you know, let's talk about that team. That was a great team that year. You know, 14-0 in MACHA, won the championship. You know, just a really good team. Reminds me a little bit of this team here. Now, that was also a year when that team, the 07-08 team, set the record for the best first half. They were 14-5 that year. This team has surpassed that, going 17-5. I'm not sure if you've had a chance to see much of this team, but I got to tell you, there's some eerie similarities.
Yeah, I haven't really been able to watch them. I was down in Springfield for one weekend, and they look good. And but being up in St. Louis, I catch bits and pieces, whether it's on Web Sports or what I see on Facebook. Really don't get to follow them as much as I would like to, but it sounds like you guys are having a great year, and everything's looking great for the program, which is awesome to hear, because starting the program my freshman year, it was just way down there, and it's coming to this premium, like, Cadillac programs in the Midwest that everyone you talk to is, oh, you went to Missouri State, they have a great hockey program. So
yeah, Dan, you came in too at a time where you all were very used to going to the regional tournament. In fact, you finished up with a regionals appearance. So that was our last trip to the regionals. So this is our first time back in the regionals since your years.
Probably the closest we've been to, or the program's been to national champion, or not championship, but national tournament.
Right.
Was my last year. So
kind of give us your thoughts on being able to be on a team that went to the regionals on a regular basis.
Oh, it's just a privilege. Not so much being on a team that went to the regionals, but the guys that you played with. I mean, you knew every time you stepped on the ice with them, they're going to give it their all. And that when you stepped off, you knew that if you won, great. If you didn't, you knew you weren't going to look back and we could have done this different, or we could have given this a little bit more. You knew that everyone was going to give their best, and you knew you were going to put your best team out there.
You know, I'll tell you one thing, though, that has changed when you talk about this whole scenario. Way back when, Dan and I played in the men's league, and, okay, I saved 5, he scored 5, but I remember when he took a shot, upper corner, you know, his normal shot, thought it was in the net. I gloved it. Yeah. He looked at me like, I can't believe you did that. I tell you, if we tried it now, there is absolutely no way that I would be able to make that save whatsoever.
Well, you can't get lucky all the time. I mean, you have to save at least 1 or 2.
Well, it's been, 4 or 5 years since we've played in that men's league, and I'm getting older. You're just getting better. I don't know.
I wish I was getting better. I wish. But.
Now, do you play on a regular basis? Do you play with any of the guys?
Yeah, we actually have. Well, we did have a team at Brentwood that kind of folded for this year, but we're going to get it back up. Just a little bit of money issues. But I also play for the St. Louis County Fire and EMS team, which we actually just went to Des Moines in beginning of January, and we actually brought home the championship, which I play with Jason Lee on that team too.
Okay.
So it's a great team, and we actually have a bunch of college players, juniors players, and it's a pretty legitimate team that if you would. I'll say if you put us on the ice with the Ice Bears, we'll give them a run for their money. We might not win, but if you give us 3 lines, we have 3 solid lines that we'll give them a run for their money.
Yeah, Dan, we might have to bring back that alumni versus the Ice Bears game, because you guys used to take on the alumni and send them home in bad shape on a regular basis.
I know a bunch of us.
Of course, we got a lot more alumni now.
Oh, the base for alumni has grown dramatically. I mean, everywhere you go now, you run into someone. It seems like you always run into someone, or you stay in contact with someone, and the base just seems like it keeps on growing. And it isn't, we played hockey at Missouri State. You talk to these guys like, hey, have you heard what the team's doing, or how's the program doing? So there's still a lot of interest in the program, even being out for so long.
You know,
I mean, some of us are now almost 10 years out. So.
Oh boy,
Who would
it is
thought?
hard to believe. We're in our 12th season, and sure doesn't seem like it's been that long.
No.
Looking at the who's who, I see Simon Shaw. I see, of course, Joel Livingston. I see Bobby Seda. I see Andy Whitener.
Andy
Workmeister. Sam Dean. Diener played for a little bit. And
you say Bob Seda?
Yep, Bob Seda. You know, it brings back memories with all these different players, and as you mentioned, you know, there's going to be more, of course, and some that are becoming household names for Missouri State, and the Ryan brothers and Andy Draper, and you know, you just go down the list, and some of the guys, Derek Barsh, Ryan Armstrong.
But I do have to say, looking at the lineup, I only see one pair of brothers here.
Yeah,
we used to have like 4, 5.
Specialize in brother combinations.
I think we need a.
Well, we don't have the Cyril brothers anymore.
Right.
We got one of them left.
Yeah, one left. We do have the Ryans, but
Dan, real quick, give us your impression. I think it'd be really interesting to hear the, you had the academics at Missouri State. Of course, you had social activities. You had the hockey team. How has being on the hockey team affected you after getting out of school, graduating, and going on?
How's it affected me?
Your experiences after being a member of the hockey team?
Well, honestly, I would say it's kind of helped me get a job because with my profession, you're with 5-6 guys for 24 hours. And knowing that someone is in a sport that's so competitive and so physical and the tight-knit of it, just knowing someone's coming from it gives you a good idea how they would be, especially in the fire service, being with someone 24 hours. What else? I mean, just a whole bunch of stuff. The friends, I mean, you name it.
Your teammates you've stayed in contact with?
Yeah, I mean, friendships that have been ongoing since 2003. I remember meeting, actually 2002, when I first met Joel in minicamp. I mean, 11 years later, we're still good friends.
Yeah.
Speaking of Joel, we're going to try to get an interview with him. He traditionally does not do interviews at all.
He hates them.
He absolutely does. Well, Dan, we've stretched this period out so much talking to you that the Ice Bears are back out onto the ice, so we'll have to go play another round of hockey here.
Awesome.
For the second
Can't wait
period.
to watch the second.
All right. Hey, thanks so much for joining us.
For having
Thanks, Dan.
Good to see you.
Good seeing you guys.
You are still the man.
Yeah,
Dan.
you are. You're number one.
I'm not the man, but
all right.
appreciate it.
We'll take a break and be back for second period action coming up in a moment.
The Ramada Oasis Hotel and Convention Center is the preferred hotel of the Ice Bears, with 173 guest rooms, jacuzzi suites, large convention space areas, indoor swimming pool, hot tub, and more. Looking for a hot spot with cool cuisine? Visit the Fire and Ice restaurant, with Springfield's only ice bar and dinners prepared by Springfield's best culinary chefs. The Ramada Oasis Hotel and Fire and Ice at 2546 North Glenstone, on the web at ramadaoasis.com.
Your best source for awards of any kind is always Bowles Trophy House in Springfield. Trophies, plaques, medals, gifts, ribbons, and more. You get top quality and great service at Bowles Trophy House, serving Springfield and Southwest Missouri for over 40 years. Call them at 417-869-8720.
And if you need embroidery work done, logos, digitizing, and more, come to Banners and Brainstorms in Bowles Trophy House at 601 South Kimbrough.
It's time to drop the puck on the second period. Here's Steve Casson.
1-0 in favor of Missouri State. Jack Ryan with his first of the playoffs, 41st of the season. Blake Ryan and Alex Nana with the assists. And it is a 1-0 lead for the Ice Bears. There's 150 remaining in the coincidental minors. So we will have 4-on-4 hockey for another 150, barring any further penalties. This time, Missouri State will skate from the left to the right, SIUE from the right to the left, and immediately the Cougars with Nick Edwards coming into the zone, but the puck is taken away by Missouri State's Jack Ryan, and it's out to center. Blake, too far for him. Now Eric Larson to pick it up. Larson will send it out to Eric Aldag, and he will intercept, and Missouri State with the puck. Skating left to right across the line. Here's Jack Ryan. Nice move around Brad Keenan. Puck is in the air, and it is held down and cleared out to center. I think they missed a hand pass on that, but it's onside. Here comes Blake Ryan, a backhander that's blocked into the skates of a Cougar, and it's cleared out to center. Now taken by Nick Edwards. Edwards across the line, gets it in. Edwards with a return pass, saved by Davis. That's Justin Davis for Missouri State. Puck cleared out to center as SIUE was able to change on that short drive. 1-0 Missouri State, 19 minutes to go in the period, 50 seconds left in the 4-on-4. Davis will leave it for Aldag, going to go to the near side boards. Puck is deflected and cleared out to center, and Derek Barsh will chase it down. Barsh will step ahead of John Wright. It's behind the net. Barsh is there, not able to control it. Now taken away by Henson. TJ, puck is cleared out to center, and it's banked into the corner. In front of the Ice Bears bench, it's out to center, and now picked up by the Cougars, a 2-on-2. Henson with it. Henson's pass is partially deflected, and Derek Barsh with a pass that just clears out to center. Now picked up by Josh Bunyan. Bunyan out of Edwardsville. He'll give it to the right side. Here's a drive in off the stick of Brett DeNapp. It'll be deflected up and out of play. Face off with 18-17 to go in the period. 7 seconds left in the 4-on-4, and 1-0 Missouri State.
Well, as I mentioned earlier, everyone watching apologize for all the backs of heads, but we're sitting right behind the stands here, and there's people are still kind of filing in.
Yeah, it was either here or up in the crow's nest like we've been before, which is a good vantage point, but just a little difficult to get up. 5-on-5 now. It's full strength, and here comes Jacob Guthrie on the left side. Guthrie with a drive that's blocked into the corner. Adam Otten to pick it up. Otten not able to hold on to it. It go to the near side, spinning around his Draper to get it behind the net. Now taken to the corner by Zach Patterson and helped out by Alex Nickens. A lead pass too far for Brett DeNapp as he goes for a line change, as do the Cougars. So the Ice Bears trying to catch him. Justin Kim will tip it ahead to Adam Otten. Otten lets it go. It's behind the net. Draper not able to pick it up. Ice Bears changing lines now. They're in the midst of it. Here's a drive in, saved by goaltender Davis. It'll go to the far side. Now puck into the corner. Brad Keenan for Southern Illinois, Edwardsville. Keenan not able to control, but it banks off the boards and it's out to center. Now to Keenan. Keenan will pick it up. Blocked off of his stick, and a move ahead to the Missouri State. Here comes Andy Draper, right side, drive, save, rebound. It's held to the corner and in by Ryan Armstrong. Back behind the net to Justin Kim. So the Ice Bears are playing Kim on a line now, along with Luca, or make that Draper, who just went off the ice, and now Lucas is on. Here's Justin Bukite to the corner. Up the middle, looking for it is Henson. It's behind the net. Somebody lost a glove. It's up the middle, tipped right through. And it goes to the far side. Now to Henson. Henson checked off the play by Justin Bukite. Henson still with it for Southern Illinois, the assistant captain. Behind the net. Checked off. Now to go to the corner. Jeffrey Gaskell not able to hold on to it. The Ice Bears break a 2-on-2. They come across. Justin Kim goes to the bench. He was on for a long shift, and Mark Kirksey will chase it down. Kirksey's there, so is Henson. Dug out. Ice Bears to the point, to Aldag. Off his skate. Banks it to the corner. Now to the left side, to the right side. It'll go to the near corner. Here is Sadorf. He'll drop it in deep to Kirksey. 16:20 to go in the period. 1-0 Missouri State. Semifinals of MACHA. The winner will be in the Gold Championships tomorrow. Their opponent to be determined. Here's Lucas. He shoots. Saved by goaltender Davis. As John Lucas had an opportunity 10 feet in front of Davis. He looked for the lower right-hand corner, and Davis just got his leg pad out on it, and he was able to make the stop.
Boy, Steve, that was a beautiful cross-ice pass to John Lucas, and yeah, he had the target dialed in. Just the SIUE goalie was too quick and stopped that shot.
16:06 to go in the period. Puck is to the corner. The captain and John Wright for SIUE to break it up, but it is cleared now, taken away by the Cougars. They will break a 4-on-4 into the zone. Here's Wright with a drive-in save. Davis, rebound, score! It came right to Mitchell Gievers as Davis gave up the rebound, and he was not in position, and it's a 1-1 game.
Yeah, that's one of the rare opportunities when Justin Davis leaves a rebound that big. Unfortunately, there was not an Ice Bear close enough to corral that puck, and I could see that from here as clear as day. That net was wide open. Justin just could not get back in time to stop that rebound shot. So 1-1 right now is the game. It's a good game. Ice Bears are going to have to pick it up.
So that is Gievers' goal. And we'll catch the assist coming up in a moment. Meanwhile, Davis is going to have to make a stop here.
Cougar goal scored by number 5, Mitchell Gievers. Assisted by number 19, John Wright, and number 8, Kevin Greer. Time of the goal, 4:08 of the second period. That's Gievers from Wright and Greer at 4:08.
Meanwhile, it's a 1-1 game, 15:41 to go. And Missouri State, who had a 1-0 lead, has not really got Dave much as far as scoring opportunities, other than Alex Nana had a couple early on, but that's really been it as far as good scoring opportunities. Here's a drive in, save Davis. It's behind the net, coughed up as Matt Townsend shot the puck into a Cougar. It's cleared out to center, and Missouri State with a 3-on-2. Here comes Townsend. He's trying to make up for that. Townsend with it. Gets a shot off, and it goes to goaltender Davis, and Jake Davis will cover that one up. 15:08 to go in the period, and Missouri State is being outshot 26-18 in the game right now.
That's a little uncharacteristic for the Ice Bears. The Cougars are playing pretty good defense, not giving the Ice Bears some opportunities.
Throughout the regular season, Missouri State has outshot opponents 1,475 to 846. Not here tonight. Puck is back behind the net. Southern Illinois' captain John Wright, and he gets checked off. We're going to get a penalty against Missouri State. Wright was checked from behind. They're probably going to call a high stick, but we'll see.
I think it's Derek Barsh, I believe.
No doubt about that penalty, really. Derek just kind of pushed him down. That's one of those penalties where bad penalties and good penalties.
I'm sorry, that's actually Nana. So,
is it Nana? Okay.
Yeah, Nana was, sorry to interrupt you there, Stan. But,
so that was one where just not too good a result for Missouri State. We'll have to go on the penalty kill. And this will be the first penalty kill for Missouri State.
In the regular season, Missouri State on the penalty kill, 85.5%. They allowed 26 power play goals for 179 opportunities. And now they have 147.
Derek Barsh, 2 minutes for roughing. Time of the penalty, 5:06 of this.
Well, they're calling it Barsh. You sure?
Well,
it's definitely.
Nana's on that same line, so it was Alex.
Yep, because Barsh is coming out right now, so it's definitely Alex Nana. 14:29 to go in the period. 1-1 is the score. 1:35 to go in the power play. And now we got some discussion, and the face-off is coming outside.
Here's something interesting for you to consider, fellas. SIUE played last night, kind of got their team going. Missouri State had the rest. Does the rest by Missouri State help, or the play last night by SIUE help?
We talked about that kind of in the intro a little bit, and it can go either way, can't it?
It really can. I talked to Nick Sadorf earlier before the game, and I asked him if the team's ready. He says, yeah. He says, we're ready. He says, we need to get out on the ice. So they are ready, and it showed early on in the first period, but I think Missouri State settled down just a little bit right now. Not as much urgency at this point. Puck is deflected up and out of play after Davis makes the save, so all the face-off staying in the zone. 14 minutes to go in the period, a 1-1 game. 1:06 left in the penalty.
Well, this will be a good momentum swinger if Ice Bears can kill this one off after that goal. If they go down 2-1 now, it's going to be kind of tough.
Off the draw, the puck is won by Jacob Guthrie of Missouri State. Now corralled by Eric Larson of the Cougars. It's behind the net. Zach Bunyan's in there to help out. It's still behind the net. Davis looking through his goal crease to see where it is. It comes out to the point. Now up the middle to Bunyan. Drive. It's blocked. Rebound gloved into goaltender Davis. He'll cover that one up. 44 seconds left. 13:38 remaining in the period.
Ice Bears have been very successful this season, too, on shorthanded goals, and certainly with the Ryan brothers out there, that's always a possibility.
Off the draw, the puck is cleared and sent back down into the SIUE zone with 36 seconds left in the power play. Cougars working on their first. Missouri State is already 0 for 1 as Jack Ryan will clear it to the line, and he'll wait and shove it right back all the way in with 13:14 to go in the period in a 1-1 game. Steve Casson, Stan Melton, Dave Armstrong on Web Sports Radio's live TV. Thanks for joining us. Puck to the far side to Brad Keenan. Keenan in front of the Ice Bears bench. Puck is stolen, and Justin Kim will send it in, and the goaltender, Jake Davis, will cover it up there. 2 seconds left in the penalty. 12:56 remaining in the period.
Well, that was good pressure by Justin Kim and Miguel Franco, two really good penalty killers. They kept that puck in the SIU zone there to kind of take a lot of precious time off the clock. So good hustle by those two guys.
Face off to the right of Davis. And off the draw, that is Jake Davis. It'll be moved into the corner now as it's 5-on-5. Penalties have expired. Behind the net. Battle for it there. Now taken away by Miguel Franco of Missouri State to Jack Barrett. Barrett is checked off. It'll go to Eric Larson. He's from Rockford, Illinois. Larson behind the net. Now coughs it up. It'll go to the point to Eric Aldag. Aldag with a shot that's blocked, and it's out to center. And Nick Sadorf will have to backhand it in as Missouri State will line change. 1-1 game. 12.5 to go in the period. Matt Townsend is there. Jack Barrett is there. It comes across center ice, and it's helped into the Ice Bear zone and deflected in front of the SIUE bench and cleared right back out. Well, fans have started arriving for the Mizzou Illinois State game coming up right after this. The winners of that will face the winners of this game right here for the Gold Championship, which I believe is tomorrow at 1 o'clock.
I think you're correct.
11:50 to go in the period. Puck right through. It went off of Townsend and in the net.
Yep. Unfortunately, that ricocheted off of Townsend's skate, and Justin Davis's 5-hole is wide open, and that thing just trickled through. Those are one of those goals that you really wish you had back, and not much you can do about it, but Ice Bears are going to have to shake it off and bounce right back.
You could tell by his reaction, Matt was a mighty sick boy after that play. It's just really rough, and one of those things that, you just unlucky break is all you can chalk it up to, and the Ice Bears will have to come back and get a tiebreaker.
We'll catch the call from Jim Caminella coming up in a moment, but it's 2-1 Southern Illinois.
Or get a tying goal. Sorry about that.
Sorry, Stan.
Yeah.
Face off in the SIUE zone. The Cougars now with the lead.
Cougar goal scored by number 28, Alex Nickens. Assisted by number 26, Brett Denap. Time of the goal, 8:13 of the second period.
Well, I thought if it went off of another player, you don't get the second assist. Here's a drive in off the stick of Kirksey, and it goes to the far side. Now to Bukite with a shot that's tipped behind the net. Taken by Derek Barsh. Now he'll get it out to center, and it'll be chased down by Jared Ippolito. Ippolito trying to get around Armstrong, and he gets a shot off. Saved by Davis. It'll go to the near side. Now here's Ippolito with another shot. Saved Davis behind the net. Picked up by Gaskill. Puck is deflected, and Missouri State having a hard time clearing it out of their zone now. And Davis also allowing some long shots behind the net. 10:50 to go in the period. A 2-1 Cougars lead. Puck is now to Barsh off of his stick and cleared to the corner. A drive in that's deflected into the near side boards. Up the middle, looking for a backhander is Keenan. Shot saved. Rebound Davis. No, he doesn't deliver that rebound. 10:32 to go in the period. 2-1 in favor of Southern Illinois.
Well, that time Justin Davis was going to make sure that puck did not trickle through. He was down, spread eagle basically, and he saw that come right up to his face, and he put the glove on it. So we have actually, I think, a timeout being called, is what it looks like, by Missouri State. Yep. So Coach Bucher not liking what he's seeing right now. As you said earlier, Steve, Ice Bears had a hard time getting that puck out of the zone and controlling it. They looked like they were just scrambling there and not making good passes. So Coach Bucher calling a timeout at this point to try and settle his team down and have them focus on their game.
Tyler Polizzi, the Ice Bears assistant coach and former player or current player. He did have a goal and an assist in the final regular season game for Missouri State. He's telling the team what to do. He's experienced.
Ice Bears coming out with the Ryan Brothers line and Alex Nana. They're ready to get serious about tying this game up.
Off the draw with 10.5 to go in the period and a 2-1 Southern Illinois lead. The puck is deflected and it will be the net getting dislodged. 10:23 to go.
Defensemen are Carson McInnes and Jake Guthrie in this 5-man crew of the Ice Bears on the ice for this shift.
Off the draw, the puck is in the Ice Bears zone still with a battle for the puck. It's cleared out to center, and Jack Ryan will chase it down and put a huge hit on Hepke, and it's cleared out to center. Ryan onside. Here comes Nana to clear it in the zone. Swings it around, tries to get it to John Wright. Wright not able to hold on to it. Far side boards, and now Wright will pick it up for SIUE. Banks it off the boards, tries to get it to Hemke, and it's out to center. Chased down by Missouri State's Jacob Guthrie. 7 goals, 15 assists, 4 power play goals for him. Puck is up the middle. It's cleared to the corner. Now to Nick Edwards. Edwards trying to get control of the puck. It is banked out to center, and it's sent right back in by TJ Henson on goal. Cougars change. Ice Bears waiting to change. Make that 9:30 to go in the period. And it'll be Miguel Franco to pick it up. One of the things that I talked to Tyler Polizzi about is that the Ice Bears have to clog up the neutral zone against SIUE. And he said that that's what Missouri State's best opportunity to do is, and they're trying to do it now. 9:07 to go in the period. 2-1 in favor of the Cougars. Although the clogging has been right in Davis's goal crease. It's been Ice Bears. Here comes Eric Aldag to break the puck out. It's Miguel Franco to bring the puck to as far as the line, the red line, and it gets taken away. Now picked up and moved into the corner. 8:45 to go. A 2-1 lead in favor of Missouri State, in favor of Southern Illinois. And now we get a whistle and a stoppage in play, and we are going to have a hand pass.
It's either a hand pass or just offside. I think it's just offside. Yep. So Missouri State not making very good passes here, and they really need to settle down.
Off the draw, lead pass to Matt Townsend. Townsend wants to make up for his opportunity there. Gets a drive, and it goes to the corner. Too far for Buchheit. It's cleared all the way down. This should be an icing call, and it will be called icing. I didn't hear a whistle.
No, I heard a whistle. Yeah. It was kind of a light one, but I heard it.
8:22 to go in the period. 2-1 in favor of Southern Illinois. Jack Ryan started things off for Missouri State. 15:30 to go in the first period. His 41st, a top shelf goal right in front of goaltender Davis. Blake Ryan and Alex Nana with the assists. And then in the second period, 15:52, Mitch Gievers, the assist to John Wright and Kevin Greer. And then the one that banked off of Ice Bears forward, Matt Townsend, was Alex Nickens getting credit for it, and Brett DeNapp. And that's where we stand right now. Here's a drive in, it's tipped, save Davis, rebound, it's moved into the corner. 7:54 to go in the period. 2-1 Southern Illinois. Back behind the net to Ryan Armstrong. The winner of this game plays in the Gold Division Finals. Ice Bears are no stranger to that. They've done it before, and they've done it against Southern Illinois. Edwardsville. Puck is cleared to the corner.
Extremely tough time clearing it. Now the Ice Bears finally get it cleared.
And that's what we were talking about, the neutral zone. Missouri State is having a hard time getting out of the neutral zone, and that starts at the blue lines.
Well, it's all due to a lot of just really strong forecheck pressure by the Cougars, and the Ice Bears just don't have time to set up and react. That's good. It's good news for the Cougars to be able to do that, but obviously it's going to wear them out a little bit faster. But the Ice Bears just have to adjust.
Off the draw, the puck from the left point is cleared. Townsend gets it out to center, and Adam Otten overskated it. Here comes Josh Bungeon for Southern Illinois. Across the line, he'll get it to the corner now. Goes to Larson with a shot that's blocked. Taken away, and is it cleared? No. Keenan, now finally it's cleared as it'll be sent all the way down. No icing as Townsend's there to break it off. It'll come to Adam Otten. Otten will pick it up for Missouri State. Hounded in the corner. Here's TJ Henson. But he's not able to control it. Otten will have it for Missouri State to bank it off the boards to Guthrie with a blast-in pad save by goaltender Davis. Ice Bears not there for the rebounds. Here's a lead pass. It comes in the zone. Too far for Alex Edwards. It was tipped away and sent back down to the Cougar zone. Cougars once again with an opportunity, but they want to go for a line change. Henson will send it in, and a full sail change. Puck is partially fanned on, and it stays in the zone. It'll come to the corner to Gaskill. He'll send it all the way around with 6.5 to go in the period. 2-1 Southern Illinois. And now we get a whistle and a hand pass or played with the high stick. Yep. It'll be played with the high stick. 6:23 to go in the period. 2-1 Southern Illinois.
Well, Jake Guthrie made a great diving stick save there earlier, but then turned around and kind of whiffed on the puck as he was trying to. I think he was trying to hit a headman coming out to the blue line here, and a dangerous turnover opportunity for the Cougars.
Blake Ryan coming in to take the draw from Nick Edwards of Southern Illinois. Blake Ryan wins it, but Edwards actually tipped the puck out of play. So the face-off should stay in the zone.
No, it was actually Alex Nana. He hit his stick and actually hit the puck and it flipped it out. So Nana was the last one to touch it, so it will come outside.
Well, we'll try it again outside the zone. Meanwhile, Aldag sends it in to the Ice Bears bench. So we'll have another face-off. We try it again. But this time, Alex Edwards will go on a line change. So it will be Nick Edwards, I meant. So now it'll be Alex Edwards. But then the officials say, let's face it off at center ice. All right, so it'll be Alex Edwards and Blake Ryan. This time Alex Edwards will win it. And the Cougars bring in a 3-on-2. It's down the middle, right side. A backhander in front. Save Davis.
Wow.
As trying to get the backhander in front was Henson, and it's cleared out the center. But Davis held his ground to Jack Ryan now. He comes across the line. Ryan through some skates. It's blocked behind the net. Ryan with it. Trying to get it up front, but it's taken away and picked up in the corner. Now with a 1-on-2, here's Brad Keenan. Keenan will give it to Henson. TJ Henson up the middle. The Ice Bears with control to Blake Ryan. Here comes Blake. He has a 3-on-2 developing. Blake across the line. Blake gets around a man. Blake held up. Penalty! It's going to go against Southern Illinois, and the Ice Bears on the power play.
Good hustle there, good work. A holding call is the Cougars' penalty against Blake Ryan, and Blake Ryan doing a good job skating around, getting an opportunity. Ice Bears now opportunity on the power play to try and tie this game up.
You know, Dave, part of the game, too, is that strong hustle by Blake Ryan bringing the puck down and getting into the tie-up with the SIU player drawing a penalty. Getting that power play opportunity is a real key, and let's hope the Ice Bears can take advantage of it. John Lucas steps in for the face-off.
Guthrie on the power play to Derek Barsh, and a save by goaltender Jake Davis. Had to go to the near side board. Still an opportunity for Missouri State and Guthrie. He'll get to the right side. Up the middle as Derek Barsh was looking for Andy Draper. It's cleared. So some good opportunities for Missouri State right off the bat. They're going to try it again. Left to right. Here's Guthrie across the red line. Now to the blue line. Guthrie down the middle with control. Looking for a backhander up and high. It'll go to Derek Barsh. He'll let it go. Barsh still with it. Carson McGinnis is there, but it's swept away and cleared.
Well, unfortunately, Derek Barsh had no one to pass to as Jake Guthrie was too far up following that rush.
Puck is poked away from Nick Edwards. He was the recipient of the pass from goaltender Justin Davis of Missouri State. And now it's deep into the Missouri State zone. Checking it is Nick Edwards. Precious time for Missouri State, running off the clock. The Ice Bears trying to pick up the puck. Now they have it at Lucas. Lucas gets around TJ Henson. Henson chases Lucas. Lucas behind the net. Puck is taken to the corner by Kirksey. Now it's up to the middle to the left point. Held in. In low to Derek Barsh. Now drops it to Kirksey. Up and right off the stick of Lucas to Aldag on the power play. He crisscrosses with Jack Ryan. He shoots. Blocker save by Jake Davis.
Well, Missouri State getting some opportunities, working the puck pretty well. As you said, some precious time was ticked off the clock at the start of that rush, but they still got 36 seconds here to try and put one in.
4:14 to go in the period. Missouri State trails 2-1. Cougars have scored the last two. One of them actually inadvertently scored off of Matt Townsend's skate of Missouri State. Back behind the net. In the Ice Bears zone is where Missouri State will start, and Aldag will send it to Blake Ryan, looking for Mark Kirksey. Jack on the right side. Here comes Blake Ryan. It's down the middle, intercepted, taken away by Josh Bunyan, and past a diving Ice Bear. And Lucas, or make that Sadorf. It's Nick Sadorf who dove. But the Ice Bears with control to Kirksey to Jack Ryan. He'll tip it ahead. Bounces it down, tries to get around Josh Bunyan. Ryan pushes his man behind the net. It goes to the near side boards. Power play is over. It's 5-on-5. Sadorf waits for everyone to get onside, and they do. I thought Jack Ryan may have been off, but at any rate, puck is cleared in. A bouncer saved by goaltender Davis, and the clock stops with 3:22 to go in the period, and a 2-1 lead for Missouri State.
SIUE.
Southern Illinois, yeah.
I know you're wishful thinking there.
I'm foreshadowing. Remember that. I'm foreshadowing. Off the draw. Puck is moved to Townsend of Missouri State, and it goes to Andy Draper. He'll tip it in. Another bouncer. This one's not held by Jake Davis. It's behind the net. It's Davis versus Davis. Jake for Southern Illinois as shot hit the post. The shot came right up the middle, and Townsend hit the post. Fans thought it was a goal, but it was definitely a wrister that hit the post. Ice Bears try again. We'll get the goalies in a moment here as Townsend will drop it over to Draper. Draper has a problem with it to the corner, and it is out to center. Here's a 2-on-1. It'll be at Alex Nickens. Nickens, he shoots, saved by goaltender Davis as Nickens was using Armstrong as a screen, and Davis still came up with the save. 2:39 to go in the period. 2-1 Missouri State. Should have been a 2-2 game.
Oh, I tell you, when the puck just does not bounce in your way, it just doesn't bounce your way, does it? I mean, that was clearly hit off that post, and wow.
Off the draw, the puck with 2:35 to go in the period is behind Ice Bears goaltender Davis. It's right up the middle, loose puck. Carson McGinnis to Miguel Franco, and he backhands it out to center. Here is a puck that is tipped, and it is offside as Jack Barrett couldn't clear. Offside with 2:19 to go in the period. 2-1 in favor of Southern Illinois Edwardsville. Updates from the ACHA Men's Division III regionals. RMU Peoria and Marquette tied at 2 after the third period. So they're going into another overtime.
And that is for a trip to Springfield, Missouri for the Division III National Tournament.
That is right. So it's either going to be RMU Peoria or Marquette. Will be guaranteed depending on who wins there. Play continues. It's in the Missouri State zone. And Kirksey in front of the Cougars bench to backhand it out. And that'll do it. It's sent right back in. 1:50 to go in this period. And it's Aldag not clearing it. But neither is Southern Illinois, not able to get control of the puck as they were in the midst of a line change. It'll come to the point. Here's Hepke up the middle. Looking for it is Henson. He shoots, gloved and not gloved cleanly by goaltender Davis. Puck is in the slot, but it's taken by Lucas, and it's clubbed out to center. But it's controlled by Lucas. He'll send it in, and Barsh wants to go for a line change for Missouri State. 2-1 Southern Illinois. Puck is cleared. It's held in. Barsh with a good hit. Now it goes to the near side boards. An opportunity up the middle. Barsh gets it back in a score! Jack Ryan!
Wow. Well-timed goal with 1:07 left in the period, and those pucks just seem to have eyes when they come off of Jack Ryan's stick, don't they? I mean, and that was a nice little backhand. I have no idea how that puck made it in there.
It is just amazing. I'll tell you what, that puck did. You're right, Dave. It had eyes because with the crowd in front of the goaltender and the Ice Bears passing too, really a beautiful combination ending up on Jack Ryan's stick, and he buried it. The Ice Bears tie this up with about a minute left now in the period.
Last minute of the period.
It'll be Derek Barsh to get an assist. I know that.
Here we go.
Here comes Alex Nana. He's partially breaking in, and it's moved into the corner.
Assisted by number 26, Alex Nana, and number 16, John Lucas. Time of the goal, 18:50.
Well, they're going to give Lucas an opportunity there as the Ice Bears with some good opportunity here. Now we're going to whistle on a stoppage and play. It's going to be an interference call, and it will go.
I believe that's against the Cougars.
Against Southern Illinois,
Yep, definitely.
As they were in a skirmish in front of the net there, the Ice Bears right back with more pressure on the Cougars right at the end of the period, and resulting in the penalty, and now another great opportunity by the Ice Bears on a power play.
Power play number 3 for Missouri State as Patterson gets called.
Yeah, Patterson. I was wondering who that was.
This coming at 38.5 seconds, so another power play as the game is tied up at 2 apiece.
Well, this will be huge if the Ice Bears can score another goal before the end of this period.
Off the draw, the puck is won, and it's taken by Missouri State's Matt Townsend. Townsend to Guthrie. Guthrie up the middle. He's still able to get it. No, he's not able to get to the corner. TJ Henson will break out. Guthrie gets back. 1-on-2. Up the middle. Shot. Score! It came to Nick Edwards. A shorthanded goal.
Yeah, you kind of saw that one develop there as that puck came to Jake Guthrie a little bit too hot for him to hold on the blue line to keep it in as he dove for it, put himself out of position to be able to get back up and skate back to defend. And I'm hoping that we don't get a penalty out of this for unsportsmanlike, because Jake Guthrie in his disgust smacked the net with his stick and broke it. So now it doesn't look like they're going to do anything there, but
Dave, and that's it. One little mistake.
Here comes, Matt Townsend. He gets it up to the right side, and it's taken away and cleared. Ice Bears really looking to get things going, but the clock is their enemy right now.
And Nick Edwards, assisted by number 22, TJ Henson. Time of the goal, 19:37 of the second period. That's Edwards.
And that is the call there as the second period buzzer ends. It's a 3-2 lead for Southern Illinois Edwardsville. Nick Edwards gets the shorthanded goal as Jake Guthrie had an opportunity to get the puck to the point, but it just didn't have enough on it.
Yeah, Steven, looked like he just slipped down just a little bit, and that's that one little mistake. Yep. And boy, as a result, combination of results there, and SIUE gets it in the net for the go-ahead goal. That's why Jake, of course, was so frustrated that he slammed his stick.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's the Ice Bears are usually on the recipient side of shorthanded goals, and they're not used to giving up too many shorties. But anyway, Ice Bears got a strong work ahead of them. A lot of work ahead of them to try to get this game back to even, and at least try to go ahead in the third period.
Yeah, just the second shorthanded goal all season. The Ice Bears have given up. In the regular season, they gave up one, and now power play-wise, playoff-wise, they have given up a shorthanded goal here. Second period had a lot of goals, 4 in fact, 2 for each side. I take that back. Let's look here. 3 for SIUE, 1 for Missouri State, as the Ice Bears did have a 1-0 lead going into the second period. Shots on goal in the period. Is this right? SIUE with just 5 shots for a 2-period total of 26?
Oh, no, SIUE's got 37.
They got 37.
Yeah, we've got 26.
All right, hold on a second here. That's what I meant. I meant just 26 shots on Justin Davis.
Well, no. 26 shots on the other Davis.
Jake Davis.
There's too many Davises here.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. SIUE has a total of 37 shots on Justin Davis right now, and
okay.
Missouri State has got a total of 26 on Jake Davis.
16 in that period, and with a total of 26. 11 in that period for Missouri State. I'll get it right. We'll figure it out. We know it's a 3-2 lead for Southern Illinois. Edwardsville will take a break. I'll take a break. I'll let you guys talk in the period. And we'll go from there. 3-2 in favor of Southern Illinois. One period coming up. Don't go anywhere.
She could be anything he wanted and everything he expected. So hot, so ample, so abundant. Felipe could not wait to get his hands on her and nibble with delight. And so he set out for the one place he could find her. Maria's Mexican Restaurant, home of the fried taco.
Maria's Mexican Restaurant, for fried tacos stuffed to perfection with your choice of ground beef, chicken, pork, or seafood. Maria's Mexican Restaurant, 406 South Street.
Maybe you're a carpool. Maybe you're a family road trip. Maybe you're a date night.
Cheers.
Whatever takes you out on the road, when it comes to repairing and maintaining your car, you can trust Rick's Automotive to get the job done right the first time. So whoever you are, whatever you drive, you can be confident. You can be safe. You can trust. Rick's Automotive on South Campbell, 2 blocks south of Bass Pro.
The Ramada Oasis Hotel and Convention Center is the preferred hotel of the Ice Bears, with 173 guest rooms, jacuzzi suites, large convention space areas, indoor swimming pool, hot tub, and more. Looking for a hot spot with cool cuisine? Visit the Fire and Ice Restaurant, with Springfield's only ice bar and dinners prepared by Springfield's best culinary chefs. The Ramada Oasis Hotel and Fire and Ice at 2546 North Glenstone, on the web at ramadaoasis.com.
Your best source for awards of any kind is always Bowles Trophy House in Springfield. Trophies, plaques, medals, gifts, ribbons, and more. You get top quality and great service at Bowles Trophy House, serving Springfield and Southwest Missouri for over 40 years. Call them at 417-869-8720.
And if you need embroidery work done, logos, digitizing, and more, come to Banners and Brainstorms in Bulls Trophy House at 601 South Kimberly.
Back at Webster Groves Ice Arena, Steve Casson, Dave Armstrong, and Stan Melton on Web Sports Radio's live TV. Well, the ACHA Division III Nationals will be taking place at Mediacom Ice Park. That'll be coming up in March, the 12th through the 16th. And a lot of interesting things going on besides the fact that we will be having 16 high-class teams there. But we'll have a skills competition and a whole lot of other fun festivities going on. And Stan, of course, it's you and I and Kurt Bussin, who is also on the committee to have this whole thing take place. And, you know, it's going to be a fun event. It's going to be something that I think fans are going to really like, because you know Springfield, and you know Mediacom Ice Park, and you know the Ice Bears. We put on a fun event.
That's exactly right. Yeah, we're hoping for some really good crowds for the national tournament. And Al Valdivia at Mediacom Ice Park also leading the efforts there in terms of the administration of the tournament. And right now they're in the qualifying process. Just a little background. The first 8 teams in the tournament have been selected. They are the teams that have finished in the top 2 in each region. And the remaining 8 teams are being now determined by 4 regional tournaments that are being played in various locations in the country. And out of those regional tournaments, 2 more teams are going to be coming in to join us. And basically that'll make up a 16-team field. Kurt, long story short, but you might start us out with how we went about getting the national tournament in Springfield. You were a key part of that in going down and making the pitch on the bid for the tournament.
Sure. I guess it was a couple of years ago that we went down. Tony Dunseith and I went down to Naples to the, like you said, the ACHA national meeting. And at that point is when any teams interested can put a bid in for nationals. And Tony and I went down there and made the presentation to the D3 breakout session, and it was a great meeting. There was one other school, one other bid that was put in at that time from, I believe, in Connecticut somewhere, and I don't think they were expecting us to come in there and put the kind of presentation on that we did. And all credit goes to Al Valdivia, like you said, at the Ice Park, and yourself, and all the efforts of everyone that put that bid together. It was really a slam dunk compared to the other bid. We did a great job, and all I had to do was go down there and present it. And so at that point, it's actually voted on by all the members that are at that meeting. It's put up to a vote, and we were fortunate enough to win that bid. So that was 2 years ago, and we've been planning ever since. And like you said, we're going to put on a great show, and I'm really looking forward to it.
Is there a minimum requirement that we had to show that we could support so many fans and be able to I don't know what the whole selection process entails?
No, there really isn't. Those are all things that we definitely emphasize, though. Just the capacity of the rink and the two sheets and the good strong fan base, and the fact that we had hosted a similar tournament like that in the past in 2005, and we had the USA hockey tournament down there, and Al did a great job with that, and a lot of people were involved with that. So just kind of presented our bid and everything that we brought to the table and what we had to offer, and coming to Springfield, a good central location. And I think the ACHA was really interested in kind of going to a different part of the country, because it actually, that other bid was from a school or an area that had actually hosted the tournament in the previous year.
Oh.
So I think they thought that just by default no one else was going to bid on it, and they would host it again. So I know that was a big consideration as well, the fact that the ACHA was looking to go to a different area, and we certainly fit that bill. So
yeah, and probably the geographic advantage being in the center of the country.
Yeah, absolutely. Nice. You got teams coming from all over the West Coast and Colorado and Michigan, and most of the schools. If you look at you draw a circle around the United States. There's going to be some teams are going to have to fly in, but for most schools it's a bus ride, and maybe a long bus ride for some, but certainly nothing too extreme. So great central location, and we're looking forward to it.
And basically, Kurt, the structure of the tournament in terms of the schedule, give us an idea how that takes place.
Yeah, it's pool play, so you have A, B, C, and D pool. You have 4 teams in each pool, and you do a round robin, and then from that, the four best records in your pool will emerge and go to the semifinals, and then from the semifinals you just play on single elimination down to the championship game. Starts on Tuesday, I believe, and the championship game is on Saturday, correct?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So first 3 days are pool play, and then you have the semifinals and finals.
And for people looking at coming to the tournament, basically the games on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday involve all 16 teams, and they each play each day, and then the semifinals and finals. But we've basically got hockey going on from about 9 or 10 in the morning until about 8 or 9, 10 o'clock at night, and it's on both rinks.
Yep, absolutely. It's going to be just nonstop hockey all week long, and it's actually spring break down in Springfield. So hopefully those people come out that maybe get off of work or keep kids off school can definitely come out and see some great hockey.
No. In terms of the teams coming in, and we have a veteran of national tournament play in Division III in Steve Casson. He's done the broadcast for the D3 Nationals. What will we see, Steve, in terms of the quality of the teams that are going to be coming in for this tournament? Because we have some perennials that make that tournament trip pretty much every year, and then we'll have new teams that are doing real well this season coming in. What are your thoughts on what we'll see?
You're definitely going to see a very, very high class of hockey. And if you look at it, it's not that it's necessarily you look at some of these teams, and I would say they could give Division II teams a run for their money. The top 16 teams that you're going to see there are going to be some of the best that you're going to see. Hope, Adrian College, they're going to be back. University of California, Pennsylvania, they will be back. You're looking at some of the teams that have made it the past 5 years. These are perennial teams that continue to make it each year and vie for the championship. So if you want to see good hockey and see some of the best in the country, come on down to MediaCom Ice Park, because it is going to be phenomenal.
You know, Kurt, in our program, we structure our program to the point that our Division II team, in essence, is our varsity or top level team, and then our Division III team is our junior varsity team. And there are many programs that do that, but in terms of the teams that come into the nationals, generally, Steve, do you see more teams that is their only, the Division III team is their only hockey team at the school, and in essence that's their top team?
Not really. There are a couple. Actually, one of them, Iowa State, comes to mind.
Oh yes, yeah.
Now they have already punched their ticket into the. Now Iowa
a school
State,
like Hope College would be one of those. So wouldn't it be that?
Hope College would also be one of them too. And just to kind of say about Iowa State, last year they were off the radar, made it into the Nationals. This year they made it on a bye. And if you look at some of these teams, especially some of the local teams for MACHA, I mean, it's just amazing what has happened, especially not only Division III but Division II, where these teams are challenging for national championships, which hasn't happened, quite frankly, until the last 3 or 4 or 5 years.
Yeah, it's great to see. Like you said, so many schools knocking on the door, and it just seems like every year we just end up a little bit short. But with so many good MACHA schools, you would certainly think and certainly hope that some of us are going to finally take that next step and break through and make it to that national tournament. Both, like you said, both the D2 and the D3.
Well, it looks like we've got just a couple more minutes before the teams are about ready to get out on the ice. So we'll take a break here in a moment. But again, if you want to head on down to MediaCom Ice Park, eventually we will have, and I'm not sure if you talked about it, Stan, while I was away, but eventually we will have tournament passes, and we will have the ability to guarantee that you will be able to go to every single game if you'd like to.
Pricing, I believe, I know tournament pass is $45 for the whole tournament. Any game you want to see, including the championships on Saturday. And I believe the day passes are 15.
Wait, 15.
And then there is also a ticket you can get for all games after 2:30 on the first 3 days. That's a $10 ticket. So flexible ticket pricing, and love to see big crowds out, because as we've all been talking about, you're going to see some first-class hockey in Springfield, and that's what it's all about. And we're thrilled to have the opportunity to bring it in to Springfield and the Ozarks for hockey fans there to see.
That's right. Well, we have one more period of play here at Webster Groves. It's a 3-2 lead for Southern Illinois Edwardsville, and we'll be back for third period action coming up in a moment.
She could be anything he wanted and everything he expected. So hot, so ample, so abundant. Felipe could not wait to get his hands on her and nibble with delight. And so he set out for the one place he could find her, Maria's Mexican Restaurant, home of the fried taco.
Maria's Mexican Restaurant, for fried tacos stuffed to perfection with your choice of ground beef, chicken, pork, or seafood. Maria's Mexican Restaurant, 406 South Street.
Let's head for the third period. Here's Steve Casson.
Well, you've heard the phrase one and done. And right now, one of these teams will be one and done. And the Ice Bears are hoping it's not them.
Actually, SIUE would be 2 and done.
There
They
you
played
go.
last night.
There you go.
But let's hope that happens.
So it's a 3-2 lead for Southern Illinois Edwardsville. The goal scorers for Missouri State, Jack Ryan has a pair. Mitch Jeevers, Alex Nickens, and Nick Edwards. And Nick Edwards was shorthanded. So the Ice Bears will be skating from the right to the left. The Cougars from the left to the right. It's a 5-on-5. No, well, it should be a 5-on-4 because there's still 1:21 remaining in the power play. So Missouri State still has a power play, although they've given up a shorthanded goal. And here comes Nick Sadorf. He's into the zone, looking for an opportunity, gets it to Blake Ryan. He'll let it go to Jack. Jack pulled off the play, keeps it in along the goal line. It'll go to the point, and it'll be held in by Aldag. Now to Jack Ryan. Ryan with it into Blake. Blake, he shoots. He hit the side of the net. It's to the corner, poked away, and it'll be cleared out to center and all the way down. No icing, and goaltender Davis will stop it there. Penalty has 48 seconds left, and here comes Aldag. He'll give it up to Sadorf. Sadorf avoids the check of Alex Nickens and gets it into the corner. Now to the far side. Aldag on the power play for 34 more seconds to Blake Ryan. Spins around right side. He shoots. It's behind the net. Traffic in front. That should have been a penalty as one of the Ice Bears gets pushed and checked from behind. That is Sadorf. It goes to the right side to Jack Ryan. Now to Aldag. Back to Jack Ryan. He has it down the middle. He shoots. It's tipped and saved. My goaltender, Jake Davis. Behind the net, up the middle, Blake Ryan with a shot. It gets deflected up and out of play.
Well, Blake Ryan being right there at the high slot, as they're saying. I think they said it was.
That was not tipped by an Ice Bear.
I thought for sure that was tipped off of a Cougar.
They have almost gotten every one wrong. Not that we're any better. Face-off is won, and it's cleared back to the Missouri State zone. Puck is stolen. It comes up the middle. Shot save Davis. As the puck came right up the middle, it was mishandled by Missouri State. And Brad Keenan had an opportunity, but Davis got his shoulder on it and able to keep it out of the net.
Well, I tell you, it's not, and I don't mean this negative against the Cougars, but it seems like the Ice Bears are their worst enemies than anything else at this point.
Power play is over. Missouri State trails 3-2. Far side boards, and a backhander out of the zone off of Townsend's stick. Missouri State will play this same Cougars team in the ACHA Regionals next week, and I believe it's Saturday at 5. Ice Bears turn over the puck once again, but luckily it's mishandled and it's cleared out to center. A bouncing puck is gloved by Carson McInnes. He'll send it up ahead to Townsend. He'll get it in as Missouri State will line change. Well, I think Bob Bucher has been trying to get a line combination that's going to work here for Missouri State. And nothing as of yet except for Jack Ryan. Puck down the middle to Ryan Armstrong. It's cleared out to center. And all the way down and on the ice now is Lucas. Here comes Lucas to chase it down. Missouri State trails by 1. Puck to the near side, boards, still a battle for it there. It is finally cleared out to center, and Derek Barsh with control. Gets it to Kirksey. Poked ahead in front of the SIUE bench, and now it's sent back in at a late offside, and Missouri State clears the zone. 3-2 in favor of Missouri State. Puck back behind the net, and we get an icing call here. Icing with 17:23 to go in the period. Shots are 38-27. And that is in favor of Southern Illinois Edwardsville. They also lead on the scoreboard 3-2. Face off in the Missouri State zone. Comes to the corner. And swung all the way around by Zach Patterson. It's up the middle. And the Cougars will take out the puck. It gets as far as the blue line and sent right back in. It'll be Sadorf to bank it off the boards to give it to Miguel Franco. The trailer is Justin Kim. Kim avoids a check, still has the puck, moves it to the corner, not able to have it. It is cleared out to center, and the Cougars with a 2-on-2. Swinging it all the way around, it goes to the far side, taken by Brett DeNapp. DeNapp lets it go, gives it an Alex Nickens. Nickens shot to the far side boards. Now back to the corner to Eric Larson with a drive that missed just wide. Ice Bears not able to get any shots here, not able to get anything really sustained pressure-wise, as the puck is now controlled by the Cougars. They go for a line change. Missouri State has an opportunity. Tipped off Miguel Franco's stick, and Missouri State will change up lines. Meanwhile, It'll be taken by Eric Larson, the junior out of Rockford, Illinois. Jake Guthrie sends it right back in. Alex Nana on the line. Nana steals the puck, but there's nobody there for Missouri State. Nana with some forechecking. Tries to get around John Wright, the captain. It's sent back in the Missouri State zone. Goaltender Davis to the far side. Still a battle for it. Puck is cleared to the corner. Southern Illinois Edwardsville with a short bench. They've played with a short bench all season long, and they've made it thus far. Puck to the far side. Still a battle for it. Nana's there, not able to control it. It's stick checked ahead and to the point. Here's a drive that goes high off of Josh Bunyan's stick. Near side boards. A drive in, saved by Davis as it came from the corner off of Edwards. And Davis through some traffic, able to cover it up. 15:29 to go in the period. 3-2 in favor of Southern Illinois.
Uncharacteristically low shot count for the Ice Bears, and that just kind of tells the tale of the game. Normally, at this point in the game, they'd have well over 40 shots on goal, like they did at Mediacom.
And right here, Davis has to make a big save as Zach Bunyan off the draw was aiming for the upper corner, and Davis got his blocker on it. That's the only good thing right now for Missouri State is Davis is picking these pucks out of the corner. Another one that gets deflected up and out of play.
Yeah, Missouri State's going to have to, they're really going to have to regroup here and go back to the basics to make things simple passes. You know, don't feel rushed to the point where you're making a bad behind the back pass, a blind pass, and just get back to basics.
Off the draw, puck is won at the corner and to the near side board. Still a battle for it there. Adam Otten's able to grab the puck up, and it's blocked in a hand pass. And the hand pass was actually, it's a good thing, it was called against Missouri State. So the faceoff stays in the zone. 15:08 to go in the period. 3-2 in favor of Southern Illinois Edwardsville. Jack Ryan has both goals from Missouri State. Mitch Gievers, Alex Nickens, and Nick Edwards shorthanded for Southern Illinois Edwardsville. Here's Nickens. He'll get it into the corner. Back behind the Brett DeNapp. DeNapp up the middle. It bounced off the back of the net, or Nickens would have had an opportunity. Ice Bears trying to break something out. They haven't done anything for a couple of minutes here, as fanning on the shot was DeNapp, and he had an opportunity. 14:47 to go in the third period. Missouri State trails by 1. A shorthander late in the period of the second. Ice Bears still not able to get anything going. Puck is cleared out to center. Here's Matt Townsend. Townsend now. Crisscross across the line. Here comes Townsend. Townsend Whitty shoots. Save. Rebound back behind the net. Here's Draper to try to pick it up. It's out to center. And the Ice Bears looking to get things going once again to Draper. Draper will send it in. And now on the ice is John Lucas, the Dayton product. He's from Dayton. He's a graduate student playing his final year here with Missouri State. Puck is sent in, a delayed offside, and the Ice Bears with control. A delayed call. It's a delayed offside is what it was. Puck is sent all the way down, and it's in the zone. No icing. It was tipped, and it's cleared right back out. Saw the referee have his hand up. Thought he was calling a penalty, but no, it was a delayed offside, as the case may be. Now sent all the way down. This should be an icing call. It is, with 13:42 to go in the period, and a 3-2 lead for Southern Illinois Edwardsville.
Well, Stan, did you think this was the kind of game you're going to see here today?
Boy,
it's just one of those games, isn't it?
Absolutely. I would not have guessed it at all, and particularly the margin that the two most recent SIUE goals coming with just little mistakes by the Ice Bears, and well, that you just don't hardly see at all. So, but it's amazing. That's testimony to how competitive the game is. You just cannot make mistakes, because Southern Illinois will capitalize on it.
Puck is cleared out to center, and Derek Barsh, touch pass to Kirksey. Kirksey taken out of the play. Zach Bunyan for SIUE to clear the puck up to center. Too far for him, and Nick Sadorf to chase it down. Sadorf banks it around the boards to the near side. Aldag lets it go to Kirksey. Kirksey sends it out to center, and it's shoved back with 13:04 to go in the period. 3-2 Southern Illinois. Ice Bear fans looking for something to cheer about. Missouri State hasn't done much since Jack Ryan's goal with 1:07 to go in the second period. Here's a drive-in save by goaltender Davis. He'll hold on to that one. 12:49 to go in the period.
Well, you just kind of get the feeling it's almost like their Ice Bears are waiting for a last-minute opportunity just to turn it on and go. You're just like, come on, guys, start the engine here.
That's right.
Let's go.
Yeah, the 28 shots on goal for the Ice Bears is really unusual because by this time in the game they're usually well over 40.
Carson McGinnis down the line. He will let it go to Jack Barrett. Barrett with it. Barrett, he still has it. Spins around, a delayed call. It's going to go against Southern Illinois. And they touch it up, Ippolito does, and we'll have a penalty. It'll be a power play for Missouri State. This is going to be a hooking call. 12:29 to go in the period, and power play number 4 for the Ice Bears.
Well, this certainly is a key point in the game. You come to these particular points once in a while in a hockey game, and this is going to be it for the Ice Bears to take advantage of this power play. As we said, mistakes have hurt the Ice Bears, with Southern Illinois capitalizing a couple times with goals. Let's hope this mistake hurts Southern Illinois and the Ice Bears capitalize on the power play.
Patterson's second penalty in a row. Ice Bears on the power play. Kirksey in low to Blake Ryan looking for Jack. Blake Ryan still with it. Ice Bears like the power plays. Here comes Aldag with a drive into the midsection. A goaltender Jake Davis will cover that one up. 12:14 to go in the period. Shots are 43-29 in favor of Southern Illinois. See, that's why I had a problem with the shots. I'm not used to that.
That's right.
Off the draw once again. The puck is behind the net. Jack Ryan trying to chase it down. It comes to the point. It is held in, though, by Aldag. He'll give it to Nick Sadorf. Sadorf, he shoots. Back behind the net. It's wide, and Jack Ryan will pick it up. To the point to Aldag. Corrals it. The captain with it. He gives it to Jack Ryan. Jack Ryan waits. He shoots. Save. Rebound and moved into the corner. Back behind the net. Taken away. And in. No, it's cleared all the way down. I thought it was in the SIUE bench, but it hit something and stayed in. Here's goaltender Davis to bank it off the boards. Back behind his own net. Give it to Eric Aldag on the power play for another 1:12. Here comes Jack Ryan looking for a hat trick. Ryan with it. He'll let it go. Sadorf waiting for it, but Blake Ryan to come in. It goes to Sadorf at the half board. Sadorf still with it. Jack Ryan avoids a check now to Blake. Blake behind the net. Nobody there, so he'll give it to the point to Aldag. Aldag, right side, tipped by Sadorf wide. Nick Sadorf battles for it to Jack Ryan. It is cleared, though. 47 seconds left in the power play. Quickly, Davis gets it up to Jack Ryan, and as the Ice Bears were line changing, Jack just shoved it in. Now the puck is cleared all the way down on goal. Davis will make the save. 33 seconds left in the power play. 10:59 to go in the period. Missouri State trails by 1. Here comes Draper across the line. It will be touched and played with a high stick. Face off outside the zone. 10:52 to go in the period. And it is a 3-2 lead for Southern Illinois.
Well, go ahead, Stan.
23 seconds remaining to be played in the power play for the Ice Bears, and definitely looking for a quick opportunity here.
Faceoff will come at center ice. And Lucas to win it. Missouri State to control it. Carson McGinnis with 18 seconds to go in the power play. McGinnis, he'll come down the left side. McGinnis still with it, looking for an opportunity. McGinnis tries to stick around Jared Hepke. He does. It's up the middle, and same as what Missouri State got scored on. It almost happened here as the puck is cleared out to center, hit a skate, and shoved all the way down. Power play is over. It's 5-on-5. So McGinnis having trouble clearing the puck and getting it out. Now it'll come across. Ice Bears with Derek Barsh to backhand it in, and Missouri State will complete their change. The lone forechecker, Lucas, pushes it down. It's going into the corner, but it's held in by Franco. Franco will steal the puck. Franco with it to Lucas. It's up the middle. Lucas can't control it. It's taken away and cleared. Streaming down the ice is Zach Patterson. Patterson with a drive-in, missing wide. Goes to the near side boards. 9:48 to go in the period. Ice Bears trail by 1. It's behind the net. Bukite's there, but the net gets dislodged. Face off with 9:42 to go in the period. And a 3-2 lead for Southern Illinois.
Well, Ice Bears, they look like they're skating well. They're skating fast. It's just, like I say, it's one of those games where the puck just not really bouncing their way. I guess they're going to say that an Ice Bear must have forced the player into the net, so it's faced off outside.
Face off the draw. It's won by Justin Bukite, and Bukite will backhand it in. 9:30 to go in the period. And the Ice Bears see Jared Ippolito get a shot that goes wide and deflects off the back of the net. Once again, Missouri State having some opportunity trouble here. It's up the middle, and it's intercepted by Miguel Franco. Franco will send it out, and it'll be chased down by Jack Barrett. Barrett looking for an opportunity as Missouri State will change on the fly. Puck behind the net, still Barrett with it. Pass is held in. Now it's cleared out as Townsend wasn't able to control it. Sent right back in. Missouri State onside. 8:50 to go in the period. Time winding down for Missouri State. Puck to the corner. Now a drive-in save. Davis loose. Rebound in front. Davis with a save. It's still loose. Net gets dislodged. And now we've got punches thrown.
Got a scuffle going now. We may get some penalties out of this one.
Eric Aldag was the one with the haymaker, and I'm not sure if he is going to get more.
He is one upset player. So you can probably count on one on Eric at least.
What you want to make sure is you don't get more than just...
Right.
And are we just going to get one out of this whole thing?
Well, we'll see here what comes of it.
That's a rough.
Too rough. Looks like that's all. He's got to be careful, too. Like you said, you don't want to get another one.
So is it just Aldag for roughing?
I believe it is.
Yep.
I know Justin Davis was not at all happy at what went on in there, and like a good captain, Aldag, wants to protect his goalie, and if he has to take a penalty for it, so be it. Unfortunately, it probably meant that a penalty was missed on the Cougars, if that's indeed what transpired.
Tyler Polisi, Coach Polisi over there talking to Eric, kind of settling him down.
.8:36 to go in the period. 3-2 in favor of Southern Illinois, and the puck is deflected and cleared out.
Ice Bears back on the penalty kill, and here is where you cross your fingers and hope the Ice Bears get a shorthanded opportunity.
Yeah,
as the Cougars did.
Ice Bears need something to get a spark going here, and that would certainly get it going.
Off the draw, the puck to the corner. Here's a drive-in save. Davis, it's loose, and a whistle, and the net gets dislodged. Either that or they just called it play dead.
Yeah, it looked like Justin had it in his glove, and he called the play dead. Face off to the right of Justin Davis.
And off the draw, Blake Ryan not able to control it. Henson is there, and he'll have it behind the net. TJ Henson moves it to the corner. Banks it off the boards. Missouri State trails by 1. Guess who's on the ice, though? Jack Ryan. He has the most shorthanded goals for Missouri State, and the Ice Bears have 21 this season, in the regular season. Here's an opportunity. Moving it to the corner is Brad Keenan. Keenan still with it. Gets it behind the net. Looks for Henson. Henson's there on the power play. Taken away by Jack Ryan. Here comes Ryan along with Blake. Jack Ryan, he races forward. Ryan, he shoots. Penalty coming up. And Ryan got the shot. Let's see what happens. It's a penalty. Will it be a holding call?
I was waiting for the arms up to see if that was going to be a penalty shot. It didn't appear as if they're going to call that, but good hustle there. That's what happens when you do have speed and hustle. You draw penalties, and that time with Blake and Jack hustling to the net, Penalties called against the Cougars. Looks like number 4 is going to the box. And Bucher is maybe arguing the point about a penalty shot opportunity, but regardless, at least it's evened up right now, so Ice Bears do have an opportunity to tie this game up. Now even strength 4-on-4.
Missouri State likes the 4-on-4 situation, so we'll see what happens here. Holding was the call. And off the draw, Blake Ryan to win it for Missouri State. They trail by 1. It comes to the corner to Armstrong. He shoots. It's partially blocked and taken by Blake Ryan again. He'll drop it in deep. It goes low to Jack. Jack waiting. Jack Ryan's there to Blake Ryan, and it's Armstrong with a blast-in save. Rebound, it's loose, it's up the middle. Taken away, and the Cougars looking to break out. Stolen by Jack Ryan. He gets on. Oh, they call it offside. Blake Ryan had a step, and he was apparently just a little bit too short. And it's an offside as the Ice Bears would have had a clean break in.
It was a great steal, and Blake Ryan just could not get out of the zone quick enough as brother Jack was one step ahead of him.
Off the draw, the puck is held by Draper, so Townsend didn't get onside.
Yeah, Coach Bucher is basically yelling and saying, you're standing there watching him, you got to get off, you got to get back onside. You can't stand there and watch it.
Face-off won by the Cougars. Moved up the middle to Brent DeNapp. DeNapp looking for a backhander in. Saved by goaltender Davis. He'll cover that one up. And Justin Bukite tells DeNapp to get out of the way. Bukite just pushed him over the net and said, look, the whistle blew. If you're not going to get out of the way, I'm going to make you get out of the way.
Yeah, Ice Bears are going to have to watch their temper here so that they don't be taking any stupid penalties.
Exactly. Yeah, because they're going to have a little bit of a power play coming up, about a 53-second power play if no further penalties are called.
Puck is behind the net. Carson McGinnis not able to get it. Right up the middle shot, and it just missed wide.
Wow.
As the shot by DeNapp went through some skates and the crease and went wide. Here comes Jack Ryan. He leads a 1-on-3. Ryan gets pushed off the play, gets around it, and moves it to the corner. There's nobody there for Missouri State, and in 8 seconds they'll have a power play. Well, the Ice Bears. Puck is sent in. It's behind the net, and now Missouri State with a power play. This is number 5 for them. They have not scored on the power play. They trail by 1. Jacob Guthrie will leave it into the corner, and now 43 seconds left and a man advantage. The Ice Bear fans yelling for the Ice Bears to keep going. Here they go. Here's Barsh across the line. Barsh checked off the play, not able to control it. It goes to the point to Guthrie. Guthrie with a shot, and it's tipped just wide. Sadorf with it. Here comes Nick Sadorf. He moves it into the corner. Now it'll go to the point to Lucas. Lucas on the left side, now to the right side. Here's a drive-in save by goaltender Davis. Picked up by Draper. Andy Draper, right side. He looks behind the net. Barsh to come pick it up. The goaltender knocks the net off.
Yeah, well, you can't fault the goalie for that. I mean, these guys have got a lot of momentum behind them, and they're used to playing, especially if you're Missouri State, used to playing with those nets being a little more firmly attached to the ice, and he just pushed off like you're supposed to from one side to the next, and it dislodged.
The problem with that is, especially like here, you've got a good play developing, and I'm not saying that Davis did it, but if I'm a goaltender, I'm going to push off deliberately and cause a stoppage in play. Sadorf with control for Missouri State to Draper. He'll swing it in. Power play is over. Coming down to 5:43 left, and Missouri State trails by 1. Here's Lucas. Here we're going to get another penalty. It goes against Southern Illinois Edwardsville. A delayed call to get the goaltender out. Here's Sadorf. He shoots a tip. Score!
Oh, yeah. John Lucas with a huge deflection, redirection, up over the shoulder of Jake Davis, and just like that, we're tied.
John Lucas.
Go ahead, Steve.
I was going to say, John Lucas gets the goal. It was tipped in on a delayed penalty, so Missouri State will have a power play. Lucas with goal number 9 on the season. And it is a 3-3 game.
You know, it all started with Southern Illinois assaulting Andy Draper. Andy holding his ground in front of the SIUE goalie like you do, and ready for the opportunity, and he got pushed down. Southern Illinois gets called for the penalty. Ice Bears get their goalie off, and by the time Davis was almost off the ice, the Ice Bears had put it in the net with the veteran John Lucas scoring.
So Hepke in the penalty box, and the Ice Bears with an opportunity, but they give it up.
That was a bad call. They were both going for the puck. I think he's getting called interference on Aldag.
Or a high stick, maybe. He's calling it a high stick.
High stick. Well, at least Missouri State has battled back to tie this game, and we've kind of questioned some of the officiating today with some calls or some missed calls, and that one I think I have to disagree with. Of course, we're up here. We're not down at ice level. You know, that stick could have gotten up and under the face mask. So
it's possible. 1:44 to go in the 4-on-4. Now keep in mind, if we do go into overtime, it's a 10-minute overtime period.
Good. Assisted by number 19, Nick Sadorf. Time of the goal, 14:32 of the third period.
And there's 4:54 to go, and the Ice Bears are tied with the Cougars. Here's Jack Ryan, partially fanned on the shot, keeps it in the zone. Ryan behind the net, still looking for an opportunity. Jack Ryan's there. He still has it, pulls it out, gets it up the middle, taken away by the Cougars, and they will have it left to right. Coming across the line, it is in on goal. Davis gingerly gets it up, and here comes the Ice Bears. Here comes Andy Draper. Draper, he shoots, and he missed just wide. Draper had goaltender Davis leaning. It'll go to the corner, and it is cleared out to center. Missouri State with control. 4-on-4 and a 3-3 game. Draper down the middle. Draper waits. It's almost tipped right in by Kirksey. It's behind the net to Draper. One more time for Missouri State. It's a 4-on-4 as Kirksey will pick up the puck for Missouri State. Banks it off the glass. Gets it behind the net. Taken away by John Wright, the captain of Southern Illinois. Right, left side, right, across the line. It comes in on goal. Save by Davis, inadvertently tipped by the defense of Missouri State. And with 3:52 to go in the period, it is a 3-3 game, 24 seconds left. And then it'll be a short power play for Southern Illinois.
Yeah, Missouri State doing a great job of controlling the puck 4-on-4, and Andy Draper, the veteran senior top scorer for the Ice Bears through his career, having some really strong opportunities, creating chances, the name of the game.
Off the draw, the puck comes right into Davis. He has to make a save. Sadorf's there to pick it up. It'll go to the corner, and it is cleared out to center. And Derek Barsh to try to chase it down, but it's a hand pass.
Yep.
Now, that's one time when the hand pass is a bad situation because it's a hand pass against Southern Illinois, stopping the opportunity. But the good thing is the face-off is back in Missouri in the SIUE zone, so the offensive zone for Missouri State. 3:40 to go, a 3-3 game, 12 seconds left, and then a short power play for the Cougars. Statistically wise, all it means is it'll be power play number 3. But off the draw, Ice Bears with it, a Derek Barsh. Barsh will get a shot in, blocker save. Lucas is there. Here comes Lucas to Barsh, near side, trying to hit Armstrong, who's coming in from the corner. Armstrong lets it go. Power play for just 12 seconds, and a puck that bounces right in front of goaltender Davis. 7-second power play. Puck is up the middle, held in by Guthrie. Guthrie with it. Guthrie still with it. Now it's out to center, and it's a 1-on-2. Here, and with a shot as it misses wide. It'll go to the corner, and the Ice Bears dig the puck out too far, and it's back into the Cougar zone. 3:03 to go on a 5-on-5 now. Puck is sent back. Missouri State with a line change. Here's Jack Barrett. Barrett behind the net, looking for an opportunity. Nobody there with 2:51 to go. 3-3 game. Ice Bears battled back after having a lead with 11:47 to go in the second period. Here, right on the doorstep is Barrett, And the goaltender, Davis, will cover that one up.
Well, if that 5-hole on Jake Davis was open, that puck was going in because Jack Barrett had a really good line on it. And as you said, he poked at it, but Jake Davis was down hard enough to stop that from going in.
2:36 to go in the period. 3-3 game. In the semifinals, the Mid-America Collegiate Hockey Association. Here's a drive by Franco. It's held in. Here's Aldag. He shoots. It's blocked. Goes to the corner. Aldag lets it go. Puck is up and out to center. Here's Brad Keenan with a drive into the glove of goaltender Davis. He'll cover that one up. 2:17 to go in a 3-3 game.
So you said on the overtime, if it happens to go that way, it's a 10-minute
It is a
game?
10-minute overtime period. Now, after
and they
that.
do continuous overtime.
No, they do not.
Wins it.
No, they do not. Not until the final game. In semifinals.
Oh, really?
After 10 minutes, if it's still tied, it will be a sudden death shootout. But you have to go 5 shooters first, and then you will continue with the same 5 shooters. That's the way the MACHA rule is. I went down and talked to Ed Eigelberger, who is the tournament chair here for the playoffs. Here comes the Ice Bears across the line. It'll go to the corner now. It's Adam Otten up the middle, banks it off the back of the net, and it goes into the near side boards. 1:49 to go. And the puck is gloved down offside as Draper couldn't get out of the zone fast enough.
Well, that's the one good thing about being as tall as Carson McGinnis is. He was able to jump up and grab that puck. They had a man kind of breaking behind him, Cougar breaking behind him, but he was able to corral that puck. Unfortunately, Ice Bears weren't able to clear the zone quick enough. And it looks like a timeout for SIU.
Catch your breath here.
Well, it's definitely exciting. Obviously, Missouri State's starting to get a few more shots on goal. Not quite up to tying the number of shots that the Cougars have right now, but seemed to, after that last goal that tied it up, it seemed like they've got a little bit more spark in their step. And it's a great opportunity for Ice Bears to catch their breath and send out the top line.
You know, goaltending coach Casey Kitchelinski's over there. I love the fact that he gives updates on Twitter. But it seems like he does more updating than he does coaching.
Oh, during the game?
Yeah, right there.
Oh, man.
3-3 with 1:45 to go after the timeout, and the Ice Bears looking for some opportunity. It's at center ice. And it comes in. It'll be a delayed offside for the Cougars. They'll send it in. It'll go to Ryan Armstrong. Army sends it up ahead for Jack Ryan. Too far for him. 1:29 to go. Puck cleared out to center all the way down. Should be an icing call, and they wave it off. Icing's been waved off, so Armstrong will go into the corner to try to pick it up. It'll go around Ippolito. It's picked up. Ippolito up the middle. He shoots. Scores. On a waved-off icing.
Yeah, I don't know why they waved that one off, because I think that caught everyone by surprise. And unfortunately, at that last second when they waved it off, Ryan Armstrong tried to clear the puck to an empty wing. All there was over there was a Cougar. As you said, he got that puck out to center ice, and there was a lot of traffic in front of Justin Davis, and that puck just found its way through the traffic.
So Bob Bucher is livid. He is
is
absolutely livid at Brian Bextemuller. Does not know why that icing was waved off. There was nobody in front of the hash marks. He's still talking to him as the face-off continues with 1:10 to go.
Number 15, Jared Ippolito.
Well,
assisted by number 10, Nick
Justin
Edwards,
Davis.
and number 16, Zach Bunyan.
Look for Justin
Last
Davis.
minute.
As Davis has to make a save there. 58.6 seconds left, and Bucher is still livid.
Yeah, look for the Ice Bears to try and get Justin Davis out of the goal in a 6-on-5 attack whenever they have the opportunity.
Face off with the rod of Davis. Aldag not able to control it. It'll go to Guthrie now with 50 seconds, and now we get the net dislodged. Now Lucas and Brad Keenan, John. And we're going to get penalties.
Yeah, Lucas is going off.
Well, if it's just against the Ice Bears, that hopefully we have offsetting penalties, because that'd be a tough hill to climb for the Ice Bears. And that looks like the situation. Looks like.
Well, I can imagine there's some taunting going on down there too by the Cougars, which is just getting under the skin of the Ice Bears. And Eric Aldag, he wears his heart out on his sleeve there, and he's not going to stand for that. So now the refs are going to have to break up this little altercation.
Yeah, and so far they have yet to put up anything, and now, no, they still have 5-on-5, which could be they just gave Lucas a 10-minute misconduct. That's apparently the case, which is a break
now,
for the Ice Bears.
We get a slashing call.
Yeah, this time against Cougars, but it was.
Now we get a misconduct.
Yep. And so 17 for the Cougars. Emotions are high right now, and if you're a Cougar fan and you're up by a goal, as both guys in the penalty box are jawing at each other, and Booker's trying to tell Lucas to calm down. But if you're a Cougar fan, a Cougar player, the last thing you want to do is get hot under the collar. You got a 1-goal lead with 45 seconds left in the game. Now you've just handed over an opportunity for the Ice Bears on a power play.
And they're already calling Justin Davis over to the bench, so there'll be a 6-on-4 effort here by the Ice Bears.
Yeah, you have to do that. You're deep in the zone.
Yeah.
You got an extra attacker.
Yep, you have a power play number 6. So Missouri State with 45.8 seconds looking to tie this one up. Meanwhile,
I think they need to put an extra player in the box.
They do. Mike Edwards, the head coach of SIUE, talking to the officials. They are going to have to on the misconduct that he was given.
So he's sure it's a 2 and 10. They do need an extra player in the box, but they're not putting one in there for some reason. I guess it's because there's only 45 seconds left.
Tyler Palizzi is yelling that they need to have somebody in the box.
All right, here we go.
Off the draw, the Ice Bears could not win it. Draper had his back to the puck. It is held in, though. Guthrie will keep it in. Far side with 38 seconds to go. Guthrie not able to hold on to it. It's cleared all the way down. No icing because of the penalty. So Missouri State has to chase up very quick. Here comes Aldag. He'll get it up ahead to Blake Ryan. He'll let it go to Jack. A bouncer in, saved by the goaltender, and Barsh will flood the zone. Barsh with it behind the net. Here's Jack. He shoots. It's blocked. Jack again to the point. Aldag couldn't see it. 14 seconds to go, and the Ice Bears have to clear the puck. They do. They get back on side. Jack Ryan racing with 8 seconds. Jack still with it. It's bottled up in the corner. It's kicked to the point. Now back to the half boards. That'll do it. Southern Illinois Edwardsville wins 4-3, and they will go to the finals.
Well, I tell you what, I actually like the way this game finished. And the reason I say that is Missouri State now has got a real reason to come out fired up up in Chicago. They may have lost this one, but I don't think that's such a bad thing. Coach Booker is obviously going to have his team working hard before that tournament. So it's a great season for Missouri State for them to finish the MACHA the way they did. And it's too bad they couldn't have won it outright tomorrow. But I think that we're looking forward to a really interesting game come regionals.
Yeah, next Saturday in Chicago. And we were talking about it before the game. Beating a team 4 times in a row is really tough, and our Division III team found that out losing their fourth game against Robert Morris University Peoria. And the Ice Bears, you're right, Dave, it might be a good thing that Southern Illinois comes out on top today, because the biggie is the regional.
Yep, yeah, definitely. It wasn't a blowout. It was a good close game, at least as it finished. Ice Bears obviously starting off with the first goal of the game. They kind of went flat for most of the rest of the game, but then third period, when it was kind of desperation time, they picked it up and were able to get it back to even strength, or evened up the score, that is. And I'm happy the way this finished, even though it would have been nice to have a victory.
Shots on goal in the third period, 14 on Justin Davis for a three-period total of 51, 11 on Jake Davis for a three-period total of 37 for the Cougars. Power plays, Missouri State was 0 for 7. The Cougars were 0 for 3, but a big shorthanded goal by Nick Edwards led to their advantage, and then Missouri State with John Lucas in the third period with 5:38 to go. And then with 1:14 on a waved-off icing, Jared Ippolito up the middle. Edwards, and I believe they gave Bunyan the assist on that. And that's where we stand 4-3 in favor of Southern Illinois Edwardsville. So they will take on the winner of Mizzou and Illinois State. That'll come right after this game. And then they will play tomorrow in the finals at 1 o'clock.
Yeah, in a lot of ways, I think you look at the real story of this game, and it's those two mistakes. Then the Ice Bears, had it in their control, but the mistakes directly resulting in goals by the Cougars. And man, it's just tough, but that's the way the game is. I mean, no one's perfect, and those kind of things are going to happen. And as we talked about, the good teams are going to jump on that and go, and the Cougars did, and that was the difference in the game with 2 goals coming in that situation.
Yeah, before we you sign off, Steve, I kind of like to. We talked at the second intermission a lot about the D3 national tournament and all of that, and obviously for people that are listening and watching, want to see the Ice Bears play again next time. Can we go over the format for the regional tournament? Because I know there's some confusion with the fact that SLU was ranked, and
Division 2 allows for the provision that the host team, as long as they qualify for regionals, which SLU did as number 10, they get an automatic bid and a bye as the number 2 team moving on to nationals.
Okay, so that was the thing. I think there was some confusion as to whether or not the top 2 teams that finished first and second, in the region would be going automatically, and that SLU was picking up the 3rd spot, and that we were playing for 1 spot. And I know others would say no, that pushes the 1 team down.
Right.
And so effectively, SLU has got the number 2 position. And I believe wasn't Grand Valley.
Michigan State pushed down.
They get pushed into 3rd place,
and they have to play through regionals.
And they have to play, which is if you're Michigan State, you're kind of saying, hey, that kind of stinks. But okay, so as it stands, then we'll have our game then on Saturday, which will be against
Southern
Illinois
at around 5 o'clock.
It's a one and done situation,
right,
also.
Exactly.
So they have to win that game to move on to the final round, and if they happen to win that game, then they will have one of the 2 remaining spots to get into national tournament.
Exactly.
Okay, that's kind of what I thought, but I know there was some confusion by others, and I just want to make sure if people were listening that they understood what was going on there.
Yeah, and the difference with the ACHA Division 3 is that rule or provision has been changed, and it is no longer where you get an automatic bid, and it is no longer also where you have to just qualify in the top 10. You actually have to play through regionals, and that's the way that it has been described to us, and that's where confusion lied in the Division 3 scenario too.
Okay.
At any rate, it is a 4-3 win for Southern Illinois Edwardsville. The Ice Bears lose this game, but these 2 teams meet again next week, as you mentioned, Dave, and it'll be another showdown, and like you said, now the Ice Bears have a reason to come out hard.
Yeah.
And they'll hopefully do it next week. The Ice Bears and Cougars next week once again. We're waiting for it. We hope you will be too. We'll have the broadcast for you on Web Sports Radio. I'm Steve Casson for Dave Armstrong and for Stan Melton. Thanks for tuning in. 4-3 final. Good night, everyone.
You've been listening to Missouri State Ice Bears hockey with your host, Steve Casson. Thank you for tuning in to tonight's game. Ice Bears Hockey is a presentation of DS Sports Enterprises and websportsradio.com.